Hello chat, welcome to their stream. I hope you're all doing well.
So you might have it inside.
For reference, if you're not on duty, it's recommended that you leave your taser in your locker if you do
no, I can give you some ice cream.
No.
Be on the ground within
let me give you some ice cream. Yeah, come here, let me give you some ice cream.
Yeah.
What are we doing now?
There you go, munch the ice cream.
She needs food, she's about to pass up.
Yeah.
Please
so,
proceed all the way up the steps.
Well, we just get everybody, then we'll get in and out at some point. Just waiting for Seth.
You know, Sammy?
You got ice cream?
I know, yeah.
Ice cream, but we're playing the.
Are we on radio, by the way, Natalie?
I assume we will be, but
Still no show from Nate?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
Oh, they got Nate.
Just got old thingy.
I mean, if you
I'm gonna say, if Nate doesn't show, we just hear from Wolfenstein, don't we?
Yeah, either way.
I think there's on
Well,
that.
I mean, I'm speaking for
You said old one, right?
Not really,
Yeah.
So it'll be the same ones as always.
Have you got his number or anything? Can you ring him, see if he's gonna turn up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Fox is gonna try and ring him now, and I'll let you
There's
know.
a few more people running down now.
Okay.
Alright, bye.
Joey, I think in the distance.
Straight to
Yeah, yeah,
voicemail.
okay.
I skateboarded here, and that was the best decision.
Yep.
I had a
was on
fucking car.
still
I had a
with
car.
EMS.
And it hurts.
Straight to voicemail. He's not even
Really?
in town.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh,
Who's
yeah.
not
think-
around?
Nate.
I have plushies.
Oh.
I don't have them on me, but I think I might have.
Oh Jesus.
I think
Great.
they're part of fucking...
Should I go and ask
No, that's
Deacon if he's gonna be around?
Yeah.
Come here.
Oh my god,
Fair enough.
Deacon. Deacon.
Yes.
Is Nate gonna be around?
Oh.
I
Deacon.
don't know.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello. Where's the party leader?
You don't know if he's gonna be around.
Where's the party leader?
Don't. I know he's got
What the
If
fuck's
our
this
delay-
doing?
Like
Yeah.
in head anniversary.
You
so,
okay?
I don't know.
He's gonna what? Sorry.
In head anniversary.
Nah,
So-
I think he's having a seizure.
Ah.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
trying to
we're
get in contact
cooked.
with him.
We're cooked.
Hey,
Was
Shay.
he contacted about the day
Gentlemen,
for
if I
that?
have quiet, please. I know it's hard to hear me.
Has he
Everyone
what?
can
We
spread
told
the
him,
message
yeah.
of until
I'm
everyone to grab
Okay.
around, please. Tell everyone around us to gather around.
Grab around.
Apparently, Nate has an anniversary in hand.
Take your mask off.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Great.
he's
What's going on?
completely, he's missed his debate.
Wait, what's going on?
That Nate's missed his debate.
He might miss
Wait,
it.
one of the parties is missing their debate?
Deacon is trying to get hold of him.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to welcome you into Seabreeze Dome for the first time. Please be respectful. It's a brand new dome. It's very clean. So clean up your mess after yourselves.
That's what the janitors are.
You haven't even knocked me out in general. I ain't been knocked out.
Next, please.
Take a quick nap. I'll be right back.
Hey, Grandpa.
Please stop fucking calling me that.
Gramps, my.
Please don't call me that either.
Anyways, you're good to go.
Leroy, be respectful to him.
Yeah, it's yeah. All right, you're good to go, my friend. Hello, sir. Yeah, you got it.
What did you go and get handcuffs from?
Harry.
We got them from Harry.
Oh,
You
fine.
are good to go. Please proceed up the stairs behind me.
Yes, Dad.
Don't fucking call me that.
Think about it. If you are,
Hey, I think we've done a good job. I think we've done a good job
You can
with
beat
the.
the fuck out of them.
We have. We have
I
done a
think
good
we've done a
job.
good
Out of them
job.
and not get arrested.
Any of you got food on you by chance? By the way, I'm
No, I
absolutely
don't.
famished.
No, I don't have any.
Oh, burger shot.
That was so my bad.
I heard Up and Adam went out of business.
Yeah, it did. But I was currently sneezing, and the first thing that came to my head was up and up.
Yeah, Eduardo didn't do a very good job at it.
I think he didn't pay his taxes.
Neither did Harmony by the sounds of it.
I actually did. The building got blown
Nah,
up.
man, you tax
Hello,
evasion.
sir.
I been
Um,
attacked.
What I'll do, give me your
Here
number.
you go. For the time being, I'm gonna place you in cuffs.
yeah.
Just gonna pat you down. Okay. This doesn't mean.
Okay, I'll give you. I'll
yeah,
shoot you a
just-
text.
this
And
is
you
just
guys
how,
can, you
uh,
can come in
worries.
and leave the front door unlocked, and I'll give you a job so you got the keys.
I'll put your phone back out so I can give you my number.
Sorry.
Said it really bro. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. You were good to
Yeah,
go in
yeah,
once I
yeah,
remove these
yeah.
cuffs.
I got it, man. There you
What's your
Right, there
ID?
you go.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
Jesus.
go.
Fox.
125.
Well, I needed to get my suit fixed. Okay.
So if one party doesn't show up to the presidential debate,
I know.
Does it
Fox
just
has to take
become-
over.
I don't want to talk about
Yeah,
it.
you've got the.
Don't
So
wanna
you
talk
should have
about
the
it.
keys now to the front door.
Yeah, yeah.
You lock it behind you guys. I'll give you a text when you guys are good to come in.
Guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe Fox has to take over.
maybe Fox planned this to run. So what is it? Wolfenstein versus Nate?
It's supposed to be.
I heard there was another party. Well, John Davis came up to me at the hospital saying that they made a party and it was Carl Diddy that was running it, and it was the Diddy party, and then he was going around trying to tell people to vote for him.
That's one party I'd never vote for. Anyone with the name of Diddy's a bit sus.
Hello.
Is this where the mayor thing is happening?
Yeah. Just gonna have to place you in cuffs. for the
No,
time
that's
being.
down the road and down
Oh,
and down the
shit.
left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this for inspections or something?
It is.
Yeah, I'm patting you down.
Alright, I get you.
Actually, no. I'm sticking you up. You are now being robbed.
Dang, that's crazy.
He's doing the oral and the anal inspections as well. isn't it?
Okay. Harvey, I heard that was your job.
whoa,
Nah, nah, nah,
All right,
nah.
my
Hold
friend.
up now.
You get to go when I remove these cuffs.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Holy.
Right, there you go, my friend.
Alright, have a good one. Do I just go in here?
Yeah, just go straight in.
Alright, bet. So we're not doing any of those goofy inspections, alright?
You've been searched. You've been cleared.
Okay, alright. No.
Well, when people
What
ask
the fuck? Are
when
you
it's-
traumatized? You traumatized.
yeah, man, when people ask where an event is supposed to
You
be,
traumatized.
and then they turn up and they act like they don't know where it is, you should just tell them it's down the road to the right, at the beach.
Actually, it's on the pier itself.
Yeah. Just at the bottom of the pier. If you can continue right off the edge of it, it's there. Make sure you take your car down there as well.
I will say this dome is nice.
The dome looks expensive.
It looks really fucking expensive.
The criminal in me wants to try and get a car on the top of it, but yeah, I'm not a criminal no more.
That's a crazy thing. You know, the cop in me just wants to know how much that building cost.
You know what I want to do?
Because that building looks like
blow it up. I mean, what? Damn, Harvey, that's crazy.
You know what? I want to do?
Harvey.
I want to do this on top of the roof.
What? Where'd you get the bin from?
Pulled it out my arse.
Oh.
Left foot.
This one looks kind of weird.
Left foot, right foot slide. Oh, you're like everyone else. All the fucking weirdos that do that.
Shit, you're right.
Get original, man. Get original.
Yeah, hold on.
Why are you gradient on him? Why are you gradient? It's kind of sus.
Come on, do the Tootsie slide, man. Hang on, this one. Oh, you got the title done. This one.
This is the best one. Mark, are you a TikToker?
Oh my god, you can do the renegade. Mark, that's your type of dance, innit?
Wait, actually?
Renegade. Oos. Yeah, renegade. Let's go.
Type shit, man.
Yeah, we're just sitting doing the renegade, man.
Imagine getting arrested and the cop just sits the renegade on you.
What I'm gonna do the first time I arrest you, Angel.
What do you mean? I'm EMS.
Why?
Yeah.
But
She, no, like, no joke. She actually is EMS.
Let's go.
Rookie or free?
Hello.
Dang, you guys are getting it.
How's it going? Just gonna be placing you in cuffs for the time being while I pat you down.
Just be careful where you're
Angel,
touching
you know what
now,
this one's
okay?
called?
What's
Why
that?
do you say it like
This one's
that?
called empty out your pockets.
What the fuck?
This is how I'm gonna rob people. Give
Oh,
me
yeah.
all
Right,
your
you get to
money.
go
This is
in.
this is my dance.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just
Give us
go
all
in
your
through
money,
those doors
Pinkhead,
behind
Natalie.
us. Yeah, Natalie, why is it?
Natalie, what happened to
Go
your
in.
hair?
Thanks for
Natalie,
touching
what's
me.
happened to your hair?
You're
Something-
great.
I'm not.
You are.
Your hair's pink.
It's
Oh,
purple
God,
now.
just ignore it. It's I'm assuming everyone's been taken inside so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a message when we can go.
Good, oh good.
Take on me. Shit, Harry rang me. Oops.
Oh, Mark, when you're thinking about your movements and your dances, go, think about trash in that section, and you'll find all the areas you were looking at for
Hello.
trash cans. There you
Shit,
go.
Mark, I didn't know you was inside of Natalie's career.
Excuse me, jackass.
Shit, Mark's running away with your career.
Don't be suspicious.
Okay,
Don't
right,
be
I'll let
suspicious.
these know.
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah.
Go on, go on.
Yeah, that's all good.
These dancers.
Bye-bye. Bye.
What's
So
up?
Harry said, once we go in, once we get the phone call off Seth, we're to be on the floor with everyone. And when he asks like questions to the public, whoever puts their hand up will stand up next to them. And then Harry will call on them and then we'll bring them up so like nothing happens.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so
We're gonna be
yes.
walking about, we're not standing still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm high key
that's
hitting
fair
this
enough,
shit.
yeah. Hell, you're fucking invested, aren't you, Matt? Jesus. No, I've seen you this energetic.
It's fine. Earlier, Mark was doing anal and oral inspections on people.
What?
I
You
was
what?
not. I was
Huh?
not.
That's not part of the protocol.
I was not. It was Harvey who did it actually.
It was not me.
I think both of you did it clearly.
I
Found my
did not.
dance.
What's
Yeah.
Which one is that?
Called the dog.
Oh wow. Okay.
Germany is.
Oh
Okay.
shit! No, actually, no, it's kind of clean.
Yeah, you're doing the crit walk, silly. No, it's not actually. There's an actual crit walk though. It's called Snoop Dogg. Oh yeah, this is my dance. Yeah. Get it. Work it. Yeah. Who remembers the Ty Lil dance? That's in here.
The what dance?
TikTok things.
Hey man, I'm doing the $1,000 Samsung skin emote. I'm doing the Fortnite dance.
Oh dear, no, just no.
I'm doing the.
Holy shit! I'm
No,
actually hitting this shit. No, I'm hitting
I
this
found my
shit.
dance. I found my dance.
Fuck it, we just out here just randomly
Bam.
dancing. What the fuck?
It made me think, chat. These are from Fortnite.
And as long as everyone forgets to call us in.
Operator.
People ask what the event staff do. This is it. You are my dancing queen.
Now let's move to the beat, even though there's no beat. Jesus.
Yeah, someone's gonna walk up here. And
I
then
hope you know,
immediately run
Natalie.
away.
You just came closer and closer. That just scared the fuck out of me during your dance.
Really? I went away. I walked back.
No, I'm
You dumb dumb. Here you go. Let's do a goofy dance.
This is the best one. What are we doing?
I'm high key hitting this shit.
Sick.
Wow, this shit's dope as fuck.
What the fuck is happening? Are we getting our jobs today, or is that a different time?
You know, we'll do after the debate.
Say that again, sorry?
We'll do after the debate. Angel's already got hers just to let people in. But yeah. Oh look, it's bye bye bye. I know what this dance is.
Oh yeah. Yeah man, the Deadpool and Wolverine.
No.
Yeah,
Bad. No, it's not. That wasn't created there. It was done in the 90s.
Good, the 2000s, Natalie.
Was it 2000s? No.
It was definitely that.
It was definitely the
Oh, type shit, I'm getting it.
It was
Yeah,
the
type shit.
2000s, Natalie.
Well, no, yeah, it was only just. So yes, you're technically correct. It was literally right on 2000.
No, there is
I
no,
thought it was
I'm a
late to
savage.
90s.
there is
Classy,
no
a
technically correct.
bougie,
I
a
am
ratchet.
correct.
Yeah, only just though.
My hair has now.
Oh my god,
gone-
you can dab.
Yeah.
My hair is now.
I just
gone
wanna rolly,
black.
rolly, rolly with a dab range.
And Harvey's moving into his home.
There you go, chat.
You need a bit of search, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you're gonna be patient for 2 seconds.
No problem.
We are set on the bin.
Okay, you're good.
Thank you.
I had the best chair. Do you like my chair, sir? He walked away.
Okay, alright. Yeah, we'll do. So just Seth just said Nate is actually on his way.
Nate's what, sorry?
Nate's on his way in. Once he's here, we go in and then we lock the door behind us. Look. Well, that'll be
Yeah, I'll look
easier
at it.
to
I'll look at it.
Yeah.
Shit, this
You
is
guys wanna say
not
something
looking
cool?
good for his political
What's
party,
that? Go on.
though.
No, it doesn't. Go on, Matt. What's cool?
No, I'm gonna have a actually look.
Oh, skateboarding. Nice.
I can't see, I can't see.
Somebody's just pulling up now. Maybe this isn't it. Well, can you ever have, especially when you're driving?
Natalie, I am not the one that needs to look driving here. Look at this.
No, you need to sort your fucking chicken wings there. Who's this in the distance? Is
Oh
it
my
Nate?
gosh. Is it?
I can't tell.
I
Didn't realize Nate wore white pants though.
Oh my god, Harvey. How are you not following?
because I
it's
am too smart.
magic.
I'm smarter than all of men. This looks like
I won't go that far.
I am smarter than you.
Questionable.
I am a lot smarter than you.
Wow. I see how that is.
I don't paint my cars matte red.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's lots of things
Who
wrong
is
with
this? I don't even know who this is.
it. Neither do I. It's not Nate.
No, definitely not. But he's on his way apparently. But he's fucking bolting it down here.
This one's kind of sus in my opinion.
Why?
It's just kind of weird how you sit and hold it.
Well, the one that's sus is the one that you need to look at when you're in a vehicle. That one's sus.
Whoa.
This could be Nate, because this one's just fucking pelting it down here.
What do you mean the twerk
No,
one?
maybe it's not. It's white. Who is that? Who is that?
I don't know. He's got white hair.
Yeah, it's definitely not Nate, because that's white.
Hello.
Hello, just go inside for us.
Hello.
Where are they going inside? Do they go? Do they go
Inside
left?
the
Do they go right?
building.
Yeah, but where?
In the building. So what are we doing? We're just sitting at the aisles, aren't we?
Well, we're gonna be wandering around, and then anytime someone puts their hands up, we'll go to them and bring them to the center place, I assume.
Okay.
No.
This is
20 minutes.
Leroy.
No, is it Leroy? I think
Ben
it's
Jenkins. Ben Jenkins.
Yeah.
It's technically his name is Leroy.
Yeah.
It's fine. I am gonna be Leroy for once.
Currently, Nate's currently 23 minutes late.
Yep, it's not looking good.
No.
I'm gonna sit in the bin.
You are dibbing.
No. you know what I said the other day about this?
Hmm.
I am inside of Eclipse and Polito Customs at the same time.
Wow. So in other words, you're saying they're both trash. I've heard you might be running for another mechanic shop again. Is that true?
It is.
Ah, which one are you going for though?
I want
Nick
to for
comes up.
Sandy.
Hello.
Where's Harvey?
I'm
Where'd he go?
inside of Eclipse at the minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is in his home.
No, my home is called MRPD.
Ah,
I'm not.
I'm just sitting.
Yeah, I want to try and get Harmony in them.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it won't be. It might not be Harmony anymore.
That's what I'm gonna
Call it
call it.
Harmony technically. Yeah, yeah. But it just depends on the building, location, stuff. What's
Building
available.
won't be. I've already seen the building.
Have you?
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh yes, yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's the one right next to the
Exactly.
gym. Yeah.
There's just too many things that are saying I should go and get it again.
Yeah. Well, you got every chance like everyone else. So.
Yeah, there's too many things that are telling me I need to go and at least try one last time.
Hmm. Yeah. And you think you'll only go for a mechanic shop? Or do you think you'll try and go for a food business?
No, if I don't get mechanic, I'll probably call it there. And probably
just
retire.
PD? Really?
Yeah.
But you don't think you'll just stick it out on PD?
I don't really enjoy it.
How come?
It's just not as good as it used to be.
Well, it could be though.
It isn't.
No?
No,
Why is that?
just isn't.
Is it because things are a work in progress? Is it
It just
because
isn't
different
as good as
people?
it used to be.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You'll find your way again.
Too
Harvey,
many
you'll
more
find your way.
things that I've got to follow, and there's nowhere that I can read the legal code at the minute, so I'm having to constantly double check myself
Yeah,
against
but
things.
how much has really changed in terms of PD? I'm
Quite a
assuming there's-
lot. The whole SOP's changed.
Yeah, but there must be an area available where you can read it.
Yeah, I can read the SOP. I can't read the legal code anywhere. I can
Yeah,
read.
so
I can
that'll-
read. I can read
yeah.
one legislation, and that's it.
The legal code, I'm assuming, will come out when the DOJ is put in place.
I'm hoping so, because I need to read it.
Yeah.
I know all
Yeah.
the, I know the charges. It's
Mm.
just I need to know the legal code, so I know what's illegal and what is legal. And at the minute, there's no legal code, so I'm basing it off what I used to know. The thing that kept me around all them years was Harmony. I mean, if I don't get it, I'll still be around anyways. I'm not gonna be that
Yeah.
weird.
Are you still going to do PD, though? Just
I
not
don't
as
know.
dedicated? Hmm. Do you come up to EMS? Try EMS?
I'd rather not. I don't like the directors.
Well, Smith is not bad.
I don't like Ty.
Yeah, yeah. So, but you're not the only one. But
I've
I'm doing it for the EMS.
I've
not
never
for...
liked Ty.
Yeah. Well,
And,
I don't have an
think
issue
I'm
with
the-
her.
I don't think I'm
but-
the biggest fan of Smithy anymore either.
You're fine. Like when it comes to Ty, I ain't got an issue with her in particular, but it's the way she's done stuff.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff. That's the issue at the minute. But yeah. But overall, it is what it is. As I say, I do it for EMS, so if I don't get promoted, I don't get promoted. If I do, I do. I'm there for EMS. I'm there for the care, the medical care.
Yeah.
Finding it to the city. So it is what it is for the moment.
I hope he turns up soon.
Yeah, this might be him. Somebody coming down.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and get mechanic again. I hope I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot. I've got a lot of people that want to come work for me if I get one.
Hmm. Sandy is a nice location, though, to be fair. Literally, train station's right across from it. So no one's got excuses to not be able to come to it.
No one had excuses last time.
Hmm.
It was the most successful business.
Yeah, because long lasting. I think this is I can tell with his blue jacket.
It wasn't because I was long lasting. I was the most successful business every week in sales.
Hmm. Here he comes.
The only ones that beat me were the dealerships. And that was once in a blue moon. You know, when they were actually open.
What time do you call this, Nate?
Be quick with
Yeah.
it, 'cause
Look at the
obviously-
photo of this.
58 minutes later, you're on debate.
Let's get a photo of him being
58
arrested.
38, sorry. Oh no, I'm 38. 28.
That's-
28.
Yeah, 28.
Let's get a photo of him being
you bet us,
arrested.
Matt.
Right, you probably want to get rid of your spot from that. You're all good.
My what?
Has he got anything illegal
Pickaxe,
on him?
pickaxe.
Yeah, pickaxe
Yeah,
can be used as a
pickaxe.
Oh,
weapon.
you could take it if you need.
Oh, someone's just tied their pickaxe into the ocean. That's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Just
Oh,
chuck it
yeah,
into
you're
the
fine.
ocean.
Then we'll go inside when you're done.
Is he really taking? There it is.
I've dropped it.
What was it called?
I
it's not
don't know.
really
You knew it. You're the only one who knew
Well, we're
it.
going inside now, aren't we?
No, no. I'm talking to.
Popular vibe.
Yeah. Come on then.
This is definitely my favorite.
Let's go in the dome.
Where are we going?
This
Uh-huh.
I haven't even
Fuck
seen the inside. This is sick as fuck.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sea Breeze Dome. It looks like a
This
pizza
is-
hut.
They can also control PD and EMS wage.
Oh god.
What I mean by this is I will explain how it works to you guys so you understand what they have to decide. The government basically has a daily fees rate, right? Depending on what they're doing, every day they're spending money. If they want to increase the PD wage, this is going to cost them a lot more money per day. If they want to decrease the PD wage, this is going to save them money. They're going to pay less. I don't know, let's say, just an example, everyone in PD wants an extra $100. Okay, that's $100,000 per day in the government. They're paying every day for that. So it's really much they have to manage how they're making money. They need to be smart about it. They need to
Well,
please
his cost
people
food or
on
not?
what
I
they
wanna
want.
Do we
No,
know
it's
what we're
okay.
taking him up to?
For example, an EMS probably want more money.
What was that?
Well,
When
they're
we're
gonna have
taking
to
him
think
up to
about
the
it
stand,
because
do we know
there's
what we're taking
managing
him
the
about?
funds.
Whereabouts?
Train ticket prices are lower than, depending if they need more money.
Oh, I see where we're
When it comes to
taking him.
gas stations, I know a lot of you
Yeah.
here are maybe entrepreneurs and own your own
Yeah.
gas station. They are able to increase the public station prices, which in return would probably increase your business if you are an entrepreneur of your own gas station. They're also able to decrease the price of gas as well. Now, obviously, if they increase the price, there is reasons that for the government more, which, you know, but in return, the gas stations are making more money. Meaning the city's thriving.
One at each side, maybe.
So it's really
I'll
much
be
they
down
need
the
to
middle.
manage how they're using this fund. So with all that
No,
in mind,
just
it is very
walk about.
important that you take in
we know
consideration
who has food?
all of these aspects of the government, plus those that have been emailed that you may all
That
have read or
should have
not.
some. He said there was food
How
available.
much power they can control your rent, they can control the cars. The government is in charge of importing cars, so anything out of stock, it's up to the government to restock it. They can control prices. They can increase the car prices. They can increase your rent.
I'm not.
prices, they
si-
can do
I
a lot.
don't. I'm not
So
sitting
have
down.
a
I
lot of
can't sit down.
consideration of questions that you're going to want to ask and who you're going to want to vote for.
You are.
Now, regards to the DOJ, there's been a lot of changes. I know a lot
I'm
of
not
people are
allowed
wanting
to
to know
know. I
about
have
this.
to keep walking
There
around.
is quite a structure change now at the DOJ. So at the very top of the food chain, there is Supreme Judges. There's multiple of these. These are people that oversee the DOJ and talk with judges for concerns, problems, anything that's needed. Basically, you know, they're there to talk if there's problems. Below that, there is, I think it's the judges. I don't know. I don't have them in my notes on me right now. That you, regardless, to get to a judge position, you need to start as by a lawyer. The lawyers will start taking. We will start taking in lawyers, I think, when the mayor is in. The way this will work is a one-on-one interview with judges, or supreme judges in this case, because there is no judges yet. So you will be taking an interview with a supreme judge. To get your lawyer pass, we will make documents publicly available with the legislation of the city. So you can get, you know, learn about it, know it, and if you wish to become a lawyer to defend people, you can. As for an interview, we'll have an email that people will be able to contact for your phone to take an appointment, and then, you know, we'll talk through that. See, so you get a lawyer pass. The only thing is no felonies, of course. There is that, and then from the lawyer, you're able to become a judge. Depending on good reputation, you can ask, "Hey, I'd like to be a judge." We'd be able to talk about it. Same process. It's a one-on-one interview for you to get a judge. There's different ranks. You start as a junior. You get to bench trials, because that's another thing that's being introduced by the DOJ. If you are a judge, you are able to sit actively, you know, be called. There will be a contact of the DOJ available on the phone. You get called, say, "Hey, this guy's being arrested. He wants to stand in front of a judge." You can go bench trial. So you would go with the officer instead of being in the cells and sent off. Be able to plead your case in front of a judge. The PD presents its case. The judge then, you know, slices it, who he thinks, you know,
Essentially,
what's
chat.
going on
Today's
here,
stream
what's
is
the
just going to be
situation.
listening to a lot of stuff.
From that, if you are right, you would be given fees and damages and let go. However, if you are wasting PD's time and the judge time, there is a charge that's going to be applied by going to bench trial. So if you choose to go to bench trial and you lose, that fine that you would originally get for your arrest will cost more. So that's pretty much all that on the DOJ. You know, it's going to be all on interview based. There's no more you go up to
drinks so the fat
someone
will
with a
make some
notebook
more.
and you fill it
I'm
up
just
and you
gonna
wait
ring
for it
us
to be
on
approved.
the-
No,
the-
it's
on the
very
river.
much interview
Okay.
because as DOJ now we want to really understand you, see how you're going to be fit for it. Same for
Charlie,
a
you got a
judge.
drink?
We want it to be a bit more accessible to people, so there'll be a whole thing there.
Hello, the
Documents will
TK
be made
trauma.
available probably next week for you to read for anyone wishing to join the DOJ system. Before we continue then, and I let both parties debate, any questions about anything? You can put your hands up if you have questions. Was I really that clear, Harry? Holy shit.
There you go.
Gentlemen with the black
People
suits,
with their
walk
hands
up
up,
to
do you
the
want to
stand here,
stand
and,
next
you
to
can turn
them
your
and
microphone
escort them?
There's always
And
fucking
then
one.
gentleman in the red shirt after.
There's actually a couple, I think.
I'll ask.
So, how when will these
You won't be able
actions
to, like, you
be
actually have
like
to take
imposed
them
in the
out.
city? Like when will these like things?
What do you
be-
mean by you mean the government
like
actions?
when will it be active? Like when will all these
As
start
soon as the
happening?
government is in, probably the next day. It'll probably take a week for them to understand everything, but they are immediately the day after they're in able to take actions.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
No worries, mate. Gentleman in the red shirt in the back.
Just go back to
Follow
see.
me.
Is Nate here yet?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
he
nice.
is.
Oh
how
wait,
can
that's
I
the
help you,
wrong
brother?
one. It's the wrong area. My fault. Yeah, hi. How will you be preventing embezzlement within government? Because you say the money all goes to the government, but how are you stopping the party from just benefiting themselves with that money?
So, Supreme Court, this is important for the government. We have access to all the transactional logs of the Treasury. If there is a problem and the people plead a case, contact the DOJ saying we think the government's corrupt, we can throw an investigation. And if we do see embezzlement or corruption, there will be a court case regards to the government and a potential impeachment of the government. So Supreme Court would be overseeing the final outcome if there's a problem. We have access to all the government treasury logs, and the judges can also bring up concerns once they're in positions with the lawyers and so on.
Okay, so as long as no way that the government rules everything and no one can overpower them. Okay,
No,
thank
the
you.
Supreme Court can impeach.
Amazing. Thank
No worries, brother. Mr.
I don't know
in
if
the green
retrieval
jumper.
is something you want to talk about.
Retrieval lesson, what do you mean?
Funds and things like that.
Hello? Can you guys? All right.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll talk to you
All
after
right.
her.
Okay.
Can't hear you.
All right. So my question is, as a new candidate, how would you respond to a future citywide tragedy like the?
Brother, I'm a judge. I'm not a candidate.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, bro!
Oh,
Can everyone
sorry,
face
sorry.
palm and yell and boo this guy? Holy shit!
Just remember, this is a guy that spelled his own name wrong.
Hey,
We're only going to take 3 more questions, by the way. So if you have a question, there's 3 more questions being taken. I'm going to let the parties after have their debate. Everybody in the Nate party, please, the People's Party, make sure to brief your mayor.
I've got this
What
position
I
to the left of
explained
the
to you,
house.
so you guys can have a debate between both parties. I think Harry's overseeing everything. So yeah, please ask your question.
Right,
as you said, there will be fines for wasting the courts and the PD's time. Will it also be something to reflect that against the lawyers? Something like, points on their bar license
We
or fines
trust the
to them?
lawyers to determine if something is justifiable to end up in court.
Okay.
So
Right,
the way it
but
will
if they
work, there will be walked through it. Lawyers, if they want to make a public
Let's get
case
him ready.
or like sue the PD or something, you're able to make an application for a case, and a judge will review your application, determine if it's valid
Jesus.
or not, and then you'll be contacted through your emails on your phone.
Chat, microphone's all good and
DOJ at
volume, isn't it?
redline.net is the email to contact the DOJ.
Yes,
This
but
will
I
be
mean
all
in the
addressed
bench
with the
trials.
lawyers. Sorry?
In the bench trials where the lawyers also just decide along with their client to waste the time of the court and the PD.
At the moment, no, but I think it's the same thing I'd say. In my opinion, if you call a lawyer to a cell and you want to bring it to trial, because the bench trial can be done without a lawyer. You can ask to get bench trial if a judge is around, only if they're around. But if you ask for a lawyer and the bench trial, and then it's up to the lawyer to determine, hey, we can argue this in trial or not. And when it comes to the fine, it would be applied to the person,
Awesome.
not the lawyer. So it's up to them to have an internal discussion with your client or the lawyer himself.
Okay, cool.
Sir, keep your hands
See,
up.
over time, if it was a repetition,
Who's going up
probably
next
start
for a
questioning the
question?
lawyer's capabilities as the
Uh,
judge.
does someone
Say
wanna-
the judges do
Yeah,
oversee
does
the
someone want to
lawyers.
grab Ralph?
So
Ralph?
the
Yeah,
judges
I
can't
can.
question the
I
lawyer
got 2
capability.
here, so I can grab.
No,
both.
grab one.
What was
grab one.
after really the accountability
Simply
for the
the only-
lawyers and
he
so
only
forth?
wanted-
It would probably be taken into account
Yeah, we
the
have-
we have
long-term
enough.
angle, where
We have
we'd start
3
questioning
right
their
now.
capabilities.
No, I
as a
mean
lawyer.
including Gianni. That's what currently. I think he only wants 3 questions in total.
Mr. with the yellow hair in the front,
Oh,
and
back
then
off.
the gentleman in the back with the hoodie, I believe, with the gloves. You're after that. If you want to stand behind Mr. Yeah, it's on. Yeah.
So we're just walking
Yeah,
them up,
bro.
make sure they
Oh, no,
don't.
and then-
So are you looking at? Because you mentioned. Wow. You mentioned that you were looking to. You're like a. What, are you like a judge? You said you were a judge.
I'm a supreme judge.
Okay, so you're like the dog's bollocks of judges.
Yes, there's a few of us.
Okay, so are you guys going to actually put judges in place? Like, is there going to be a panel of judges?
So for the start, there will only be the supreme judges and lawyers, and we're going to just watch over the lawyers, see what's going on, and then take interviews probably a few days later for judge positions, which would start as junior and bench trial judges.
Right, so you're gonna actively get judges in place and have a panel of them. So there's always
there will be tweet outs saying, "Hey, we need lawyers to come up. If you wish to become a judge, come up."
Okay,
we're gonna keep active with it. Yeah, absolutely. We know there was a huge problem with a lack of solicitation to get judges in the past.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, it's something that we absolutely don't want to happen. So there will be actively, like, every now and then, hey, we want to get some judges in. We need more judges. Because the idea is, around the clock, there would be a judge available to call. Say, because when basically he doesn't need to be in the courthouse, but the phone, as you know, there's a services app. You would see a judge callable, and you can call the judge, say, hey, we have a bench trial. Can you join us at the courthouse? Yeah, he can. Because they don't receive a salary, if that makes sense. And instead, it's up to the government to pay the DOJ valid amounts per X amount of time. It's to be discussed afterwards once a party's been voted in.
Perfect. But like I said, that was my main concern. As long as there's going to be a panel of judges and everyone's got the opportunity,
at the start,
it's perfect.
Obviously, you need to understand the start might be a bit slow because the time the DOJ gets lawyers, gets everybody involved. But our end game goal is to continuously be able to hire judges.
Perfect. That's it. Thank you.
No worries, mate. Where's the man in the hoodie first? He was before, after. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, lady in the black. I can't take your question. I'll take the cowboy fella, the last question after this, and that will be it.
Right up here.
There, brother. Yeah, cowboy after this. You'll be the last person to ask question, and I will let the parties debate.
Exactly.
Go ahead, brother.
Question.
Okay, so referring to the increase in fines on going to trial, does the increase depend on the crime or just in general?
I never talked about increase in fine. I'm a bit confused.
Well, when you said that before we go to jail, there's a trial, and if we obviously waste people's time, yeah.
It would be its own charge. Waste of court's time, basically.
Oh, okay, awesome.
It would be something titled like that. No worries, brother. Mr. Cowboy, you're next.
Thank you very much.
You hear me okay? Yeah.
Yep, all good, brother.
All right, cool. I just had a question. What if somebody wanted to be like a private attorney, like open their own firm or something, didn't want to work for the DOJ?
Absolutely. So we basically, as the DOJ, will be giving out lawyer licenses, which means you can either do a public defender title, or if you wish, you can make your own term, hire lawyers, have your own standard fee that you will pay people and charge clients. This is fully up to you. You can technically create your firm. That's not a problem. As we say, lawyers and judges do not get salary. For a lawyer, your money comes from the client or the court itself, depending on the case. If it's a state trial, it could be many different things. Are you defending state? Are you defending a client? And when it comes to a judge, the money comes from
Jack
the
Scott and
mayor
Brandon
and the government. If that makes sense. Once you're clocked on as a lawyer, however, you don't get like your own phone number unless you put it on Twitter. The way it's going to work, for anyone wondering, is on the services app, you'll have judges and lawyers. And if there's a lawyer clocked on duty, he's able to be called easily. You'll just call it, and any lawyer can answer that phone. He can be clocked on duty as a lawyer. He's not making income. It's afterwards with a client he makes income, so he's always going to be callable. You don't have to tweet out and be, is there any lawyer available?
We'll line up.
Services, there's a lawyer, you can call him. It'll be very easy to contact a lawyer or a judge.
Thank you.
Guys, appreciate it. Thank
you. You both have a drink.
With that, I'm going to let Harry continue his speech.
on his way back now.
Okay, yeah, that's for
at least 20.
Yeah.
Time to listen what each party will say, and yeah.
What did you say? There was food and drink, or?
No, just food at the moment. There's drink on the way.
Yeah, all good. For sure.
No, I appreciate it. Mr. Murphy, now.
What would you like? Would you like loaded fries or a kebab?
Citizens of Los Santos, look around you. 1 year has passed since we last had an elected official in government.
2 years.
May's bank accounts are empty. Mission Row is full of empty garages. Pillbox has no ambulances to send. Criminal records, all gone. We have leveled the playing field for everyone in this great city with what happened. And this is shown with the two parties we've got. Now, to my right, I'm going to call them the establishment, also known as the W Party. Team of former mayors, experienced politicians. They promise stability, they promise a return to glory. Some of them experienced.
What was that?
Yeah, so some call
There's
them
also
experienced,
lots of
others
stuff that
remember
was
that
just
they have
someone
ties to
running around on
corporations like
clouds.
that. Which, let's remember,
See, I'm
nearly
going in
swallowed
and
the
out
entire
and locking
state
the doors
whole.
for people that need to be out in stations.
They're here, they're dressed for the job, they're ready to sign checks, provided we don't ask who's funding them. Now, to my left, we have the challengers, which is ironic, because one of them's a badge-carrying officer who decided to join them last minute because their own party couldn't cope before they were actually elected.
Well, thank you.
That is not slander.
Yeah, you tell him. You
Making
tell him.
points.
Get in.
It's okay. Listen. If you can't take the pressure, you're not stood up here. It's okay. I get it, Bucket. You waste the space. It's fine. So
that's a big assumption right
now,
there. I would go beat the hell out of that dude. Yeah, for real.
what I will say about this party is they offer a change. They offer a new way of doing things. They have a whole new view of how this city should be run. And let's be honest, the last ones didn't do that great, did they?
Yeah, who's the badge carrying officer?
Oh, shut the fuck up, Bucket.
Bots.
Holy shit.
Now,
that's not slander. That's just an argument.
So that's why Fox saying he'd have to speak.
What we're going to do now is we are going to get the party leaders. We
People
have
that
Mr. Nate Jones,
I'll
who
message
promises,
like what
again,
you want to do with people that
a
are
whole
just
new
showing
way of
out.
thinking. Maybe he is the one you want.
Woohoo!
Gonna come forward, Nate. Come stand at your podium.
Out front. Stand out front.
I'm going again.
No.
And me with there's somebody else running as well.
Yeah, no, I know who that is. It's looking at people.
W.
Okay, Nate, do you want to introduce yourself?
Been at them for about a year.
Hello, I'm Nate Jones. I would first like to say I apologize for being late. I had a bit of an emergency, but we're all good now. And yeah.
Yep.
That's okay. And the leader of the opposition of the W Party, Mr. Harry Wolfenstein. If you want to come forward, Harry. Again, experienced ex-mayor. Is that right for the city? Who knows? He's going to come and introduce himself.
Alright, I just want to say good afternoon to everyone out there. I have noticed you guys have got comfier seats than we do. So I am envying you all right now. So many of you already know me. I'm Harry Wolfenstein, your candidate for the W Party. Shortly, when I do my opening statements, I'll introduce you to the rest of the team, but we're looking forward to serving everyone of you.
Appreciate it, Harry.
Yeah,
These are your two main
Is
parties
Jack
that
back with
have
drink?
come forward.
Yeah,
and want
around
to
is wearing
debate.
all blue.
Obviously, more people may put their names forward, but
Where?
these two are here, right here,
Wearing
right
all
now.
blue suit, running
Let's
around
give
with
them
his,
some
with his
respect.
glasses.
I'm going to ask both parties to
Walking
give an
around.
opening statement, explain a little bit. If they want any of their party members to come up and explain what their roles are, if they want to introduce anyone, they can do so. So,
I can see it.
who wants to go first?
Brandon, send us.
I'm happy to go
Jack
first. So I'm going to
for
first off
soda.
introduce you to the rest of my team. So I'm going to welcome them all down. They're going to give you a brief introduction to who they are, their history, and why they've taken their roles. So if you guys all want to
Music
come
is
down
self-made.
and just quickly
Music's
come and introduce
relaxing.
yourself.
You know what? We're gonna turn my body. Come on.
You might want to turn your microphone on.
Point. You are a lunatic.
Still don't hear him.
You can try speaking, man.
Hello? Y'all hear me now?
There we go.
There we go. Hello. Yeah, a lot of you might already know me, Harry Callahan, the previous president.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up, Timo.
you gotta listen, yeah, please.
Let's be
Come on, guys, give
respectful.
me a little bit
Let's
of
be.
respect while both parties are going to talk about their points.
From Seth about the people that are speaking.
I'll message Seth now.
Yeah. I think he's there, so he's part of the party, so don't interrupt him, I think, because he's there if you're looking at
Harry, you need
on
to
the
talk
other
again.
part.
Yeah,
Turn your
just
microphone on, brother.
So
I know
if
you're all.
people are overly doing it,
Goddamn on me fumbling
we'll
fingers.
pull them aside,
Yeah, I
talk to
hope he's
them,
allowed
give
to
them the
put your
chance
fate
to
in
correct
the W
themselves,
party and
and
Harry
then bring him back
Wolfenstein
in. Okay.
because like he's got a proven track record and he was the inspiration for me to run for mayor in the first place. So he was. So I'll be vice president if he's elected, and
Yeah,
he'll be able to
there's
reach
friendly
me at any
banter.
time, and I'll
But
relay the
overall,
information
yeah, come to
onto
a
the
side, give him a
president.
quick chat with him. And please don't do any
Good
bad
man.
outbursts.
But thank you.
I just messaged Seth to see what we're dealing with people that are being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. So, I'm Ryan Jones. Some of you may know me whether you're on the right side or the wrong side of the law in the past. I was the commissioner of the LSPD for a couple of years. I've been around for a long time. I've seen a lot of things. I worked closely with Harry in his first time in office when I was the commissioner of the LSPD. So we have a history going back there. I just want to quickly point on mine as well. We have unfortunately lost Seth. He turned into a tablet back there on the chair. Hopefully he'll rejoin us. And then I'll give you over to Larry.
Assume a raptor restarting at this kind
Hello
of
guys, I hope everyone's doing well.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
so I am Larry Miller. Most of you guys should know me. I've been around for quite some time as well. Also one of the previous mayors. I stand for a lot of great things. In this party, I am the head of the Department of Transport, so I'm going to be dealing with all of the stuff that regards transport. That obviously includes the dealerships with all the vehicles that get stocked. That includes the mechanics, but that also includes the different gas stations, the trains, the airplanes, anything that you can imagine that has to do with transport, even the delivery and trucking job will be under my hood. Obviously, there's a
That's
long
a good one.
history. I have fully turned a better stone. I have taken the last year off. I have studied abroad to go into automotive. So I'm very excited to obviously be the head of transport. Now also working at Red Rocket up at Roxwood. And yeah, that is all me.
Okay, appreciate it from the W party. It's okay. It's okay. What I was going to say is we'll go on to your speech while we wait for Seth.
Perfect. Yeah, so yeah, quickly just apologising about Seth. He's had some issues and his tablet has consumed him, it would appear. So hopefully he can quickly introduce himself later on. But many of you would know him from the police department, and he's currently supporting the initial foundations of Burger Shot. I'm sure all of you are eating some Burger Shot burgers today. So just a quick description about what we're planning to do. The main reason and the most important thing about this first term is laying foundations. All right, I'm not going to stand here and promise you that we're going to build casinos. I'm not going to promise you that we're going to fund 10 million into the police department, because quite frankly, no one can stand up here today
We
and
said the
promise
right
you
of the
that no one
front
knows
and
the
on
current
the
finances.
white chair.
What I can promise you is we're going to go up there, we're going to have policies in order. We're going to have open books, so a weekly deep dive into all our finances, showing you upcoming projects, showing you every single expense that's made, whether that's salaries, whether that is, individual expenses, what's important, what isn't important. That will all be available to you. We're also planning on opening businesses to the wider majority of you, okay? So through a business leasing program, for those of you who might be struggling, if you've got a good idea and it is viable, we have certain parameters in place to ensure that you're funded. So I don't want to have strapped people's cash operating businesses, because of course we can't buy stock. So we plan on helping those out to ensure we have multiple viable businesses that employ as many of you as possible. I've already been in communications with both PD and EMS, all right? I'm already aware of what they're all looking for, whether that's new vehicles, certain equipment required for departments, so that's detective, for instance, within the police department, or a fast response vehicle for the EMS. I'm already aware of the funds that are required around this, and as soon as we do go in office, we'll be working to ensure as soon as we can, we get these in place. When it comes to funding specific jobs, whether it's PD or EMS, everything is treated on the same playing field. All salaries remain the same. All right, there is no differences. We have no favoritism. It is an open book, so when we do have projects or when we do make changes, it is open for anyone's input. Every single pros and cons will be released in a national document that is available for everyone for all the time. So if you've got a previous complaint about a project that we released 2 months prior, every single bit of information relating to that is there, and you have got every right to bring it up with us, and if you don't believe it's right, you can take it through DOJ. And that's kind of covered the very, very bare basics of it. The main thing is, whoever walks out from this election winning, I hope that they set the foundations right, and they put us on the right course for the next few years. Thank you.
Okay, thanks so much, Harry. Now, Mr. Nate Jones, would you like to introduce yourself, your party, any members you want to bring up, and maybe an opening statement if you've got one?
Yes, firstly, I'd like to bring up my amazing team, if you guys want to come up.
Matt will not be prepared, and it was hilarious to watch him flap.
Good.
Good day, everyone. There's probably not a single person in this room who hasn't met me before, whether it be for a good reason or for a not so great reason.
Yeah,
I am Zach Fox. Thanks, son. I am Zach Fox. That's my son over there, in case you guys didn't notice that. I am currently serving with the Los Santos Police Department, formerly its chief detective. And my intention as a member of this party is to serve you as your deputy mayor. The People's Party represents what you need and what you ask for. We will do everything in our power, and with my responsibilities being other than communication to the mayor directly, handling affairs in his absence or unavailability. However, we have had extensive conversation up to this point and will continue to do so throughout the course of this campaign, and whether or not we are elected, to make sure that there is clear and transparent communication between all of us so that the intentions that you, the people, have are maintained and kept up to standard by your expectation. I understand that we are currently dealing with the opportunity to proceed with things the way they have been in the past and the opportunity to move forward in the future. I look forward to being a part of that future for you. Thank you.
Waffle.
Hello, everybody. Name's Deacon Sweden. Y'all might know me from PD, EMS, or working up there at Red Rocket. But I'm going to be in charge of Better Business if elected, and I'll do everything I can to sort businesses for people, everything like that. That's it.
I'm ready to talk, brother. Hi guys, my name is Ethan Crooks. A lot of you may know me for various activities, but that is all part of the past. I can assure you I'm a different man. I've changed my mindset, and I'm here to work for you guys to make sure everything runs smoothly. I'm gonna be going ahead and running the transportation team for the People's Party. So that oversees pretty much the same thing that Larry's overseeing. Anything that deals with dealerships, your cars, your transportation, planes, and all those kind of things that will be possible. I cannot make promises to you guys right now. Again, when I'm in office, I'll be able to sit down, look for everything. We will always be focusing on what you guys want, what you guys need. My experience currently is being the head operator up at Red Rocket Mechanics, and it is off to a flying start. We are seeing as many people as we can, doing as much as we can for you guys there. I do assure you that I will do everything within my power and within reason to get you guys the best prices for anything I can. Mainly vehicles will be the priority, and definitely get more mechanic shops open. That's all from me.
My fellow citizens, before anything else, I need to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who has made this event happen. You didn't do it for the attention or the credit. You did it because you care about the city, and that matters. Some of you know me, some of you don't. So tonight, I want you to hear this straight from me. My name is Nate Jones, and I'm running to be your mayor. I'm not standing here pretending I have all the answers. I'm not going to tell you I can fix everything, because we all been lied to enough. I respect you too much for that, and I'm not here to buy your vote with promises I can't keep. Because the truth is, I'm one of you. I've walked these streets. I've felt the same fear, the same anger, the same hope that you have. That's why we're called the People's Party, because we are the people. The city isn't a title, it's home. We went through some terrible things together, a tragedy that took each and every one of us, and we didn't survive it because of politics. We survived it because we stood shoulder to shoulder together. And now I'm asking
I don't
to
know
take
why,
the
this
next
kinda
step
sounds like
forward with you.
ChatGPT wrote it.
There are rumors about me, about who I associate with, about what I plan to do.
That's crazy.
But tonight I'm asking you to look at
That's
me,
crazy.
not the rumors,
Tell
not
me
the
I'm wrong.
noise. Me, standing here, chasing the same American dream you are. A safer, stronger city we could be proud of. I'm not here to tear anyone down. This isn't about destroying each other to get ahead. This is about rising up. I promise you this. I will fight for you when no one else will. I will listen to you when others won't. And I will lead not above you, not behind closed doors, but among you. Because leadership isn't about power, it's about responsibility. And I'm ready to answer any questions. I'm ready to hear your concerns. And I'm ready to earn your trust every single day. My name is Nate Jones, and I want to be a mayor for the people.
Let's go.
Yeah, best speech. Best speech.
Let's go.
Okay.
Sponsored by
Bravo, both
ChatGPT.
parties for their introduction and their opening statement.
Sponsored by ChatGPT. Let's go.
So, we're going to go into a little bit of a debate. We're going to talk about different policies that each party have got. We're going to let them have a little bit of a debate, and then we're going to open the floor to you guys to ask any questions based on that policy. We then move on to the next policy, so on, so forth. So, given the fact that I am commissioner of the police department, let's start with a simple one. Both sides, I want to know your policies for the emergency services, both EMS and PD.
Who do you want to go first?
Up to you guys. I'll let you guys choose.
Tell him to speak up.
Speak up.
Sorry, you can't hear me. Perfect. I'm going to jump in here. So, first off, I'm going to invite Seth. Are you all good to come down? Perfect. I'm just going to invite Seth to the stage. He's the leader for our Department of Public Services. So one of the key aspects of our campaign is to provide both EMS and PD a person that is directly communicating with them. He has no other sole purpose but to work with both the emergency departments. Okay. He's going to go on in a minute just about his general policies, how he plans on running it. A few things from my end. Already we've been in discussions with both Harry here, Hi, Smithy, multiple PD directors, EMS directors, and multiple members of each department. We've made it very clear that we plan on operating both of them on an even scale, okay? Now, that includes same salaries, that includes equal opportunities, and it also includes the ability for one group to see what the other group are funding, okay? When we do our policies and when we do our projects, both parties will be invited to weigh in on their input, explain why they think one party should have one across the other, and then we will discuss as a group to find where the best place to put the city's money in. Everyone here works really, really hard to make their money, and we want to make sure it gets. I'm going to let Seth quickly pop in. He's going to give a few words, and then I'll fill in if he's got anything else. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name's Seth. Sorry I didn't get to introduce myself earlier. I was having some cloud issues. Elon wasn't very happy with me. Anyway, we'll move straight into it. So yeah, I'll be the sole contact between EMS and PD. I have been a long-standing member of PD, and I've dabbled in a little bit of EMS here and there. But moving on to what I'm going to do for EMS and PD. So I've already met with both EMS and PD directors, and I plan to keep that a very regular thing. So I'm going to be, one of my policies is I'm going to be introducing weekly meetings with the command structure of both departments, making sure they have an open channel of communication for any issues, anything that they'd like to go forward with, and making sure everyone's kept up to date, everyone's happy. I'll be working very closely with the rest of my team to make sure that everyone's kept in the channel of communication, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Okay. Any more, Harry?
Yeah, so just quickly fill on that. So a few conversations that's already been had with both departments. Of course, there is the general vehicle crisis. I'm sure you're going to hear the same from the other party. The vehicles that both departments are currently using are from the 80s, all right? The officers over here are struggling to catch the criminals that are running our streets, the trucks even. The trucks are outrunning our police department, so we need to see an end to that. We need to help them, provide them the vehicles they need. But there's also reason, and the discussions we've had is to look forward to other departments. So a detective system as well to support with their larger cases, as well as a high-speed unit as well to run on both ways. Okay, so that is the key points that we mentioned within our discussions with the police department. Going over to the EMS, it's a very similar boat. They are a much smaller team, and we plan to support them as much as we can. Okay, as you're very aware, this is a very large city. When there is only a couple EMS available, it is a struggle for them to get from Roxwood all the way down to the sea. Okay, so we plan on introducing a few things, whether that's new ambulances to increase their travel time, AirMed division, which has been spoken to Ty about, trying to bring AirMed in as well as pilot licenses so we can get them up in the air to deal with those that are off the beaten road, and then followed up by a fast response system. This is either through motorpoints or for an off-road unit, as long as it's fast-paced and we can cut down those response times to ensure that all your lovely people get the care you deserve. Perfect, that is everything. Hopefully you're taking to what I've called up here, and you can come talk to me as well if there's anything further you need.
Perfect. So, just with that, and before I move on to the other party, then, obviously you've introduced Mr. Seth over here, who, you know, has... Look, I'm going to be taking jabs at both parties, and the jab for this one is, how are you going to make sure that Seth keeps to his word and does his job? Because at the end of the day, his track record in PD was never the best.
Ain't that the truth?
Understatement.
Speak up, brother.
Come on, speak up, Harry.
Speak up, brother.
There's a speaker for you. So for every project that you guys bring forward, there is a public document made. So that's available to yourself, to the wider populace. So everyone is very aware of exactly what's going through that department. If it's believed that, you know, these documents are being made, you'll have the opportunity to take it through DOJ as well, who can not only bring down a world of hurt on Seth, but also myself. So we're fully committed there to ensure that each project is met and is publicized. And once it's publicized, there are multiple people involved in those conversations. There's a meeting that will be held between myself, the deputy lead, so in this case Seth, the deputy mayor, so in this case Harry, a treasurer. So we have two treasurers, one Seth and one is Ryan. The intention of having two is so that if Seth, for instance, is department lead, the opposing treasurer is from a different department who acts independently. Okay? This means every single pro and con is brought out. Yourself is invited, as well as any concerned individual. So there will be a public list of what meetings are going on that week. And every single individual, as long as they have a concern and a reason to be there, is invited and can weigh in. At which point in that meeting, there is discussions made as to whether it's funded, whether we alter the funding, or whether we postpone or deny them. So this is a completely public, open view of it. There's a complete list of each meeting, so every single person can see what's going on, and you can also see whether or not we are having these meetings. So we're completely transparent, and if we are failing to meet these standards, then there is the route to go through DOJ, and we will be held responsible. And I'm sure none of us want that.
Guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
Can you let me out?
Appreciate it. Now, on to
Is
Mr.
that
Jones.
radio?
Would you like to just
on
talk
radio?
about your
Yes.
policies for
Yeah,
the
I'm here,
emergency
I'm here.
services?
God,
And
Max wants
obviously
to leave.
bring anyone up if you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to.
I'm on my way.
Right. As of right now, we do not have anybody for the Department of Public Services. We plan to correct that shortly.
Tell him to come to the
To bring up our deputy mayor
it's coming up.
as in absence, he will be speaking on behalf of our Department of Public Service. I have not yet had a chance to sit down with our lovely commissioner here, Harry. I have sat down with the EMS director yesterday, and I do see a lot of changes that we can make to emergency services by getting them new cars, faster ways to get places. And I know citizens, response time is important, especially if you're laying there on the side of the road or, you passed out from, starvation or dehydration, as well as, if someone robbed you, you want our great emergency services to be there. Now, I will say I've had a lot of chances to talk to, not just the directors, but EMS and PD that are on duty and out on the streets. And I've heard their concerns. I will be doing a lot of different different looks at the budget so we can fund these guys. These guys are what help keep our city safe. and I haven't yet told you this, Harry, but as part of my campaign, I will be donating 1 new ambulance and 1 new police car. Whether I win or lose, these guys are what make this city safe. So I would like to donate an ambulance and a police car on my behalf, win or lose, to these great individuals, and I'll let Zach take it over from here.
In short, people, though we don't have someone who's a member of our party who's specifically dedicated to dealing with public services at this time in reference to specifically EMS and the police department, we are fully aware of the issues that they're currently facing, not only from the perspective of the officers and the medics themselves, but also from the perspective of the people expecting a better response time, asking for something to happen at faster rates. They need medical attention quicker. We intend to make that happen. Obviously, much like Mr. Wolfenstein intends to do, we intend to expand on their capabilities. At specified training, individuals who are actually qualified for the position will be able to do things like join a rapid response team. At this time, obviously, AirMed is one of our primary concerns because the ability to reach people wherever they might go is significantly greater than simply driving around in a little ambulance that's from the 1980s. It drags down. We also, as far as the police department is concerned, intend to begin by staging. Obviously, we have to start step by step as far as the process is concerned, but it has to be addressed to us by the police command. And you can just ask Harry. I will reach out to him for almost anything that I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way. And my party feels the same way as far as assisting the police department with their growth and improvement. Same thing as we do for EMS. We will be in constant communication, and it will be things that we decide as a group, because as far as the people are concerned, the people is it is a mass, it is a group, it is a consensus between everyone.
As each other.
Rather than focusing entirely on supporting something specific that is being asked for, we have to weigh it with the checks and balances on what is needed right now versus what can be done immediately, so that we can avoid pardon me, I lost the word, so that we can avoid delays. There we go. We don't want to delay under any circumstances the necessary things both for the people and for the public services themselves. Any unnecessary delay is unacceptable in our opinion as a group. That being said, if it's something that requires review and requires study and understanding to see just how important it is, we will release the things that are needed for the people to EMS and to the police department in stages, rather than simply spending a massive fortune on funding every single service that used to exist in the past. We will see that which is needed the most, and we will release it in stages, bits and pieces. I understand that a lot of people, and probably my commissioner standing over here looking over my shoulder, are thinking, why would you wait and why would you delay it? Because taking care of you is the most important part, you the people. We can't simply focus entirely on spending a massive budget for the sake of improving emergency services right away. Specialized personnel who perform the job to the best of their ability, let's escalate them, let's elevate them, let's move them up to the point where they are capable of doing all the things that we've seen them do in the past. I can imagine that there's plenty of people out there who have spent a great deal of time studying and understanding how they could do their job even better than they ever have before. And I would like to see those people given the opportunity. And that's why we will take it step by step. As those people become available to us, the people, and they choose to serve us, we will do what we can to support them in every way, shape, and form. As far as the former chief detective, I would love to see the detective division come back. But if, based on the occurrences in the city, it's not the greatest concern, I'd be willing to wait for that to return. But as far as our interceptor units are concerned, I miss them every single day when I'm on duty. It's very difficult for me to keep up with a lot of the crime that I've seen out there on the streets, so I want to support the police department. But even more importantly than that, the gentlemen who are sitting behind me and your possible future mayor who is standing behind me are the ones who will keep me in check. Because if I have a bias leaning towards my department, but something more important needs to come up and be dealt with first, they will make sure that it gets taken care of first. Again, we're here for you. This is the People's Party.
He didn't speak about anything he was going to say.
Power to the people!
He just wanted to talk about yourself.
Anything else, mate?
Yes, like you said, we really want to focus on getting our great emergency services what they need while helping the people of this great city. And we greatly believe in this city. We wanted to see it succeed, and we also want to see it safe. That's it.
Okay. I mean, same as I did to the other party, right? While I talked about Seth and his past and how he can serve a city. In my notes, I have mentioned that for public services, you had a member of your party who's no longer here. So, with that in mind, how are you going to make sure that anyone else, such as Mr. Fox over there, doesn't buckle under the pressure and suddenly leaves us without
Sounds
a lack
smart.
of service?
You want? It's stupid. It's
Well,
Sounds
we are a
smart, what you
team.
want.
We're going to bring a team effort to this. It's not just one role. I mean, ultimately, I know my name will be on the mayor slot, but I look at it more as a team. We've chosen these individuals because we believe that they are great and what they do. I believe in each and every one of them, and we are going to help keep each other balanced, fair, and concise.
Okay. So, before I open it up to questions on public services from the audience, anything either party wants to say to the other one or question about what they've just said? No? Okay. Any questions from the audience? Anyone want to raise anything? Okay, we have quite a few questions.
Yes, I've got Kendrick here. I'll send Kendrick up first.
Team, do you want to just start grabbing people, bringing them up?
Right, Natalie, you do with a one by
come
one,
on,
by
you
one.
with
So Natalie go first,
Hi,
and
hello
then
there.
Harvey, and then Mark, and then I'll go.
I'll take you after.
And then I'll go back around.
I'll take you once.
All right. So this is a question for Mr. Wolfenstein over here.
Yeah. Hello.
So, okay, hold on, wait. Sorry. Let me start over.
You're good.
Hi, my name is Kendrick, and I have a question for you, Mr. Wolfenstein.
Nice to meet you, Kendrick. Yeah, go ahead.
So, okay, shut the fuck up back there, Jenkins. Anyways, is corruption in the police department a year ago a failure of leadership or a rational response to a broken system? And how do you plan to combat this now in the present?
I think the first thing to realize is what happened a year ago wasn't a case of it happened there and then. It was a situation that started off by Ryan Taylor selling a large portion of Sandy to Bet Incorporated, which in turn
Do you guys want to start making a line down
started
the
handing
aisle?
over a large amount of power to them and left the city in quite a financial ruin.
Yeah, all good.
This
That would be
eventually
folded.
did lead to the police department losing a lot of power. And unfortunately, they had to take the methods they did to try and regain it. Unfortunately, there weren't many legal options available. There were contracts in place, which kept the city as it was. In fact, I am very thankful to the police department for the work they had attempted to regain order. Okay, yes, was there corruption to some degree? More than definitely. But I think we can put that down, across many departments, quite frankly, many services, and just the general populace was quite heavily corrupted. I think you're aware of the gang situation that took over as well. I think now we have greater methods to control this. We've had what I'm going to call the Great Reset. We've had an opportunity that this has granted us to really bring everyone back down to earth. We've got the DOJ system coming in, which can hold everyone accountable, myself included, Harry over here included, and any member of the police department. Every single citizen now has their, the ability to go to court, the ability to make their voices heard, and this is really an opportunity where we can yet again reset where this corruption maybe started. No one really knows. There's no evidence. There's no sort of story behind it. So we've really got to start on a fresh slate and hold everyone accountable. From this point onwards.
You kind of went in a circle there, but I wanted to know what you planning to do about corruption.
So corruption isn't really, as stated earlier as well by Mr. Murphy, corruption is mostly dealt with by the DOJ and by the Supreme Judge. As said, from our perspective, everything will be kept open, including payments, and that is including payments that go towards the PD. So we will be, fully alongside the DOJ to support them in any sort of investigation that's taking control. But yet again, we are not the ones that deal with
You
corruption.
said the DOJ
That is on
deals with that.
DOJ staff.
DOJ
We will
isn't the only
support
one
them
that
where
deals
it's
with that.
needed. We will provide them the funding where it's needed to, look for corruption within ourselves and the police department.
So far, chat, both candidates are seeming pretty shit.
I appreciate you.
Who's next?
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'll go further to that.
Who's next?
Listen, there's a
Harvey,
clean
Harvey,
slate
Harvey,
across the board, right?
Harvey,
It's really helping
the
the city back together.
Went to the Kamala.
Yes,
Wait a
there will
minute.
have been corruption in the police department. But like you said,
Pick it up,
DOJ
boy.
is here to make sure that doesn't happen again. And you know what? With no bet, I think we've got a great start for our city to prosper.
My arms
Now,
out. No.
with that,
Okay. Yeah.
it's given us actually a lot of great things. We've
but
got
we'll bring her up.
Mr.
We're trying to go
Wolfenstein over here.
one at a time, if that makes
And,
sense. To
Seth,
prevent
Larry,
any
Harry Callahan.
complications.
These guys probably would have had some criminal charges by now, but clean slate. As for the other side, again, a few people part of that party who probably wouldn't have been there to start
Which
with
one?
if it wasn't
In the
for
back?
what had
In
happened.
the red.
So
It's Deacon.
all we can do is look forward and make
Yeah.
sure that we make the city great between ourselves as the police, as EMS, and DOJ, and obviously the mayor and their party.
Mark, I think.
I appreciate that, Harry, and
Yeah, so Harvey
with that kind of response, you should run for
I'll
mayor.
go after Harvey and then Mark and then
Please
you.
don't.
All good. And then we'll cycle through again. So, Angel, you're next, then me,
Yeah.
Raul.
Hello.
Okay.
So should I go pick another person to stand with?
Yeah.
I have a question
We're
for
going in
Harry
order
actually as well.
because We're trying to
Yeah,
get
go for it.
everyone on the events.
So
together,
you said earlier that Seth is going to be in charge of both PD and EMS. What? I mean, don't you think that's going to be?
I'll take once.
Not saying that Seth can't do it, but what happens if both sides are struggling at the same time, both needing things very urgently? How are you going to go about that with just one person? Don't you think it'd be better to have two?
So to note, it doesn't mean he's the sole person that runs EMS. He is specifically, his only purpose is to be their direct line of contact. I've already spoken to both parties as well, and I've offered them, if needed,
Mark can
we
get
can
Echo.
bring on an additional person, so
Or
they've
someone
got a
else
person, each. But Seth's role and the general aspect of it is, it doesn't mean that they can only contact him and they can only, he's their only liaison. They've got direct line of communication with myself and Harry as well. And should, it be a desperate measure, we can bring in the other departments as well as external sources, so we can use the DOJ to support each other. So it isn't the case where they've only got the one person. There will always be multiple lines of contact. It's just the fact that Seth's whole purpose is to argue for them and to be their liaison with us.
Thank you.
No
Can
worries,
I
thank you.
actually, I get Nate to that one as well, just from his side of, how are you going to deal with it if both EMS and PD are desperate and Fox is all point of contact?
But that question wasn't addressed to him.
It doesn't matter. I'd like to make sure we get both sides.
That's fine. So, like I stated previously, we are a team. If we cannot handle as a team,
come here real quick.
we will,
We'll stand
require
back a bit.
additional help. Bring in a consultant to further assist us. But ultimately, we are a team. We're going to do things
a
together
good one.
efficiently. We want to try to help PD and EMS together as a whole. And if they are needing something urgently at the same time, we will work as a team to make sure that their needs are met.
I appreciate it. We'll take two more questions on this and then we'll move on to another topic just so we can get through everyone.
What's next up in mind, Natalie?
Nat and Biggie are the
I'm
next
Mike Willie, and
Yeah,
I want to
Natalie.
make something.
Natalie.
Okay, Mark and Natalie, the last two
People
people.
who trust a bail end like yourself.
Sorry, mate. You'll
I have a
to
really
sit
good
down.
question.
Only two.
Use terminology like that.
My bad.
There's just two more of them
Do
now.
you want to rephrase it? He doesn't need to answer it unless you rephrase it.
Not really.
Okay. Don't worry, you don't need to answer that one. Unless you want to. It's up to you.
I wouldn't really able to hear. To tell you the
He wants to know how can we trust someone such as yourself?
honestly, I will answer this. I know a lot of people have talked about my past. This is a new. a clean slate. The people I used to associate with, I no longer associate with. I have completely changed and reformed. I plan to keep the city safe and do what is needed.
Perfect. Okay, next one, and then we'll move.
Hello. I've got essentially 2 questions and 1 short one. I'll make it nice, quick, and simple for you. So, long story short, you mentioned that you're for the people. This is Tanette Jones. Sorry.
Ask any more questions after that?
Yeah.
This is a general question.
No, we're on about public service first.
Oh,
let's go to the next.
This is public service.
Well, I will bring up the fact that the things he's mentioned.
Mark, where's the person that has the
About what?
Jack's over
price
there.
and stuff like that. Which
Well, we will get to that. But
Okay,
this is
you want
about
to go sit
public
down then?
services. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll take one more question about public services, and then we'll move on to the next section.
Do you want me to bring him up?
You need to go sit down.
No.
Yo.
No, I need food.
I don't have
Yes,
food.
sir, I'll
Go
be
over there. Burger Shot's over there.
What's the thing?
Why would I
The
have
burger
food?
shop
Burger
got
Shot
food
has it.
disappear.
Yeah, no, you don't need to do it back now.
Over there on the other side.
Okay, well, make it short and make sure you got your microphone turned on.
You fucking bow down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, with Mr. Wolfenstein is.
Well, why don't you point Eduardo to where the food is?
Part of your team.
No, John Murphy is a.
Yeah, that's all.
The stairs. Yeah, tell Eduardo to look at
All right.
me.
He's already over
how
there.
much can we rely on him? Exactly.
I said he has got nothing to do with our team. We have no choice in terms of elections.
Yes, I know, but this is a question for everyone up there. How much can we rely on John Murphy?
Okay. I can answer this because I don't think it's very much a party question. John Murphy isn't the only Supreme Judge. There are multiple Supreme Judges, and they will make sure that DOJ keeps moving. They will actively be hiring for lawyers and judges as well. So, while you may be concerned about the reliance of one of the Supreme Judges, there are more.
He's already
who
over
will
there.
be announced.
He's on the stairs.
You know what I know from a year ago.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I mean,
walking around
I'll be
now.
honest, he's been through a psych eval. He seems pretty stable, pretty responsible, and he seems to have his head screwed on. So I think we can trust him quite a lot.
All right, and one final question: is Bet truly gone?
I can answer that one as well. So, if you weren't listening at the start, all of Bet's assets are being divvied up and will be given to whoever the mayor will be to decide what to do with them.
So what's the facility?
gone.
What's in the mountains?
I'm pretty sure it's been destroyed.
No, it's not.
And it's off topic. Why are we getting into conspiracy theories when we're talking about the mayoral debate?
Only time I can do it.
Okay. Down you go.
My name is Jack.
Stop smoking whatever you're smoking, because this is about public services.
My bad.
Okay. Ty, given your EMS director, do you want to quickly just come up and ask your question? Hello?
Remember to use your microphone.
Hello?
Use your outdoor voice.
You good?
The mouth isn't moving.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, you're frozen in place. I thought you got scared. What's your question?
Oh, no. Okay. So my question is, I have 2. What guarantees can you give that EMS and PD won't lose funding or support just because you don't like a certain decision we made?
Yeah, if you're okay, I'll answer this one first. So, I think we've already discussed with yourself earlier on. Every single project and every single discussion we have, as long as it's not pertaining to, anything classified by the DOJ, will become public knowledge. So not only are we held, responsible by the court of opinion, but we will work very closely with the DOJ to provide yourself opportunities there to bring them in. But you're also available and welcome to every single meeting that's held, whether that's with PD, whether that's with EMS, to ensure there is no sort of bias there. if you are in a position where you believe that members that we're providing and the information we're given is incorrect, you have every right to, you know, bring representatives yourselves into the party, or, you know, to take it through court, take it through DOJ.
That is not what she asked.
Yeah, again, we are held to the highest regards. We are held with impeachment over our heads. So if we do something that does negatively affect and, you know, is biased towards other parties, and we do start to defund the EMS and the PD, which is quite frankly ridiculous. I couldn't imagine a city where, you know, someone's injured and we can't support that because there's no funding, or there's a crime and we can't get the police down to it. But if it was, you know, we're held responsible for that, and we would be impeached. So it is within our best interest to work with yourselves to ensure the appropriate funding's there, and we make a viable and healthy environment for yourselves.
Okay, and
to follow on, as my great opponent said, you know, a city without PD or EMS is going to be a terrible place. You know, if we don't have people to protect our streets or heal our wounded, it's going to be a bad day. Now, at the end of the day, what you decide to do in your department is up to you, right? I mean, as the mayor's office, we can make suggestions, but you're the director and you were put in your place for a reason. And I truly believe that if you were put in that place, then I can see that you can run your department fit. Now, as far as funding goes, I would have, I mean, I don't know if I get paid for this, but I would happily give up my salary to make sure our PD or EMS are funded. Just because I believe in our great emergency services.
Jack. Right. And second question, how would the funds be divided? Because they're all going to be going into the same, like, portion.
Yeah, so just jumping on this, so we've got two systems in terms of how funding is going to be delegated. So the first one is what we call essential funding. So this will cover things like your salaries, this will cover vehicle maintenance, this will cover, you know, anything that is completely necessary to the running of the cities, also including like utilities, electricity costs. You know, we do need to power the city, so it includes that. And then anything else goes into the non-essential fund. Okay, so this is where projects such as, you know, buy new vehicles, buy new, you know, aircraft, new facilities for yourselves, for PD, you know, this is where all that money goes into. Every single project, you know, that's brought towards us, you're defended and you know, it's brought to us by yourselves, as well as Seth in this instance. And then the cons are provided by the opposing treasurer, which would be Ryan in this instance. So we're able as a group, yourselves included, and any concerned civilians, to come to an agreement and to have a full understanding of exactly what each project, you know, requires, its funding it's requiring, and whether or not it's viable. It's then, you know, if it is funded at that point, it is then handed a priority tag. So whether that is, you know, of an immediate requirement, so it's purchased there and there, or it's a lower priority, but it is something we get done, and a date is tagged to that, it is publicized, and we are then held responsible by our own emission at that point.
I don't like that priority.
Hopefully that answers an issue or anything else about it.
Time for night.
Just to follow that, PD and EMS will have their own budgets, which will be shared to each department director. If you see any problems with it, of course we can talk about it, right? But at the end of the day, PD and EMS will have their own fund, and we will start by function, right? We'll, you know, get the vehicles you need, any tools that you may need to complete your job, and then sorry, I lost my train of thought. Actually, I'll let Zach answer this because he, as a former part of PD and EMS, I believe he can answer this a little bit better.
A former, okay, former. I didn't realize I wasn't still active. Wish, Harry. You know you love me.
Oh, you're fired.
Baloney. Anyway. So, Ty, obviously, primarily, as far as budget is concerned, we have to know what kind of available to us, and based on proper policing and things like that, appropriate application of fines and things and so on and so forth, we will be able to determine through the income that we get from EMS work, that we get from PD, what kind of escalations we'll be able to take as far as advancing the necessities for your department. That's broken down on a lower, on like a grander scale. But primarily, obviously, whatever your essential needs are, as far as the repairs for your fleet, the function of it, if we can develop a budget, fuel and things like that, reimbursements and things to that nature. If it's available within the budget of the city, that we can make it to where it becomes escalated to the point of essential rather than being something more along the lines of a luxury, we intend to push that forward to try and make life a little bit easier for EMS and PD. This is, of course, something that will be debated on a grand scale within our team and then brought to the leadership for both EMS and PD. If DOJ needs to put their input in on it, they'll be welcome to do so as well. And as with all things, the consideration of the people is going to be taken into account. If the people actually feel the need to address something and say, we don't feel like we're getting what we deserve out of this public service, we'll take that into consideration and make sure that we express those issues to you directly. We have faith in your capability to do your job, and we don't need to micromanage you. We have no desire to micromanage you. So as far as that level of things are concerned, we have a separation between your department and ours, but we communicate consistently. And, you know, we intend on being transparent with that. Obviously, there are certain things that cannot be shared publicly. That doesn't mean that it can't be shared with the directors of a department specifically.
Okay.
Was that a sufficient answer to your question?
I don't think you answered the question, but
Repeat the question for me.
No, it's fine.
Thank God, thank fucking God.
Appreciate it.
I heard that, Kendrick.
Sorry.
It's okay, folks. Everyone knows you can ramble.
And that's the truth.
Okay. So we're going to move on to something that has changed quite dramatically for this fair city. And that's going to be business management for both of these parties. At the end of the day, one thing I've noticed, and I'm very proud of the citizens of Los Santos since coming back and trying to get the economy started again, is people are really trying to make a go of their own businesses. People are out there trucking and you know, owning vehicles, managing a fleet. People are out there, you know, renting refineries and gas stations. So I want to hear from both parties again around your policies around this, and then
to give them a warning.
We'll get questions from the audience, because I'm sure there's a lot of business owners here that are concerned and want to know how you're going to keep them safe and make sure that they're well
Pull them to the
funded.
side, speak to them, and give them one, and then to keep doing it, then they remove.
Either party.
Perfect. I'll start off this one. So, I mean, as many of you know, there are multiple petrol station owners out there. There's loads of you who own malls, boundaries, farms. We've got Burger Shot open. We've got the mechanic up here open. So there is a lot going on, and I am very proud to say that, you know, it seems to be going super successfully. There's lots of you out there who have been self-sufficient, but I think the main idea is to keep business fair, to ensure that it's viable. I think the main issue we've noticed right now is foundries and farms are struggling. There are multiple farms who don't have the capability to sell. Yeah, perfect. We've got both my team up here, by the way, as well. So Ryan, who's part of our business development team, and Larry here, our Department of Transport, both of them are very, very aware about what it takes to run a business. Larry here running the mechanic up north, and Ryan here is supporting us in the mall in Sandy Shores. I'm going to quickly let both of them have a quick chat, and then I'm going to get back to you to finalize the rest.
Alrighty, I hope everyone can hear me. Yeah, I just quickly wanted to come up here, have a quick chat about obviously all the business relating to transport. I think there's a lot of opportunities in the transport business, but obviously because that's such a small portion of the entirety of all businesses out there, I just want to come up here and just kind of have a short little chat and then go back up there. Obviously, there's a lot of jobs all around the city. There's a lot of jobs in Sandy. There's a lot of jobs all the way up in Roxwood and Polito. We want to get people situated. Like, you know, as mentioned before, we are a party. We work together as a team. Just because I'm the Department of Transport does not mean I get to decide who gets to work at what mechanic shop, doesn't get to decide exactly who runs what. I think the most important thing is trying to make it so it's fair for everybody. If I'm looking at gas stations, I want to see people running gas stations where they can actually make a profit, but are also not scamming you guys. I think a big situation, obviously gas stations are something that we use every single day. Even in the times of need, you know, if you're up near Utul and you're running out of gas, and you only have one gas station to go to, it shouldn't be the place where you get scammed and you have to pay a lot of money for it. That does not mean that gas stations shouldn't earn money, but that does should mean it should be fair for everybody. Same goes for the mechanic shops. I want to get people situated in there as fast as possible. Save for the one in Roxwood, it will not be continuing to be run by me or obviously Crux on the other side. We want to get people situated in there that actually have a passion for the automotive business and get them sorted with everything else. That's all on my part. I'll let Ryan do.
Larry Miller's in charge of mechanic
Larry's done a
shops.
pretty good job of just about explaining everything I need to say, to be honest. We do have points in the wider business thing. Obviously, we're looking, businesses isn't just surrounded by your vehicles and your gas station. We want to look at the restaurants, your mechanics, everything like that. Obviously, we know that there's times where you guys need to get food or you need to get repair,
So
but it's
you
not
tell
always going
me
to be
is,
available.
you've
It
got
is a
two
pretty
people
key thing that
employed
we
to
want to
do this
look at,
exact
is
same
getting
job.
more businesses available to more people, but not at the expense of existing businesses. We don't want to sit here and say to these existing business owners,
make
look,
much
you've got
sense
a
to me.
business opening across the street from you who's going to take 50% of your business, and you're no longer going to be viable to run. When we look at new businesses, which we will, I'm sure, discuss in more detail, it's got to be fair for the people around it. It's got to work in terms of a plan to get everything going, and it needs to have actual benefits to the wider community. We're not just going to be popping up shops every single corner that people are going to own because it will not benefit anyone. I don't think there's anything else I need to really cover. I think we'll go over the general plans in a bit more detail as we need. But for now, I think we're all good, Jim.
Perfect. So thank you to the other members of the team there. So just a few
I only
things
got
to note as
information
well.
from Larry Miller.
My first major point is providing a better service for both the farms and the foundries out there. I know there are several of you who own farms, and I don't think you've seen more than a couple $1,000s of your massive investment back. So the main issue with that is finding customers. I'm very aware that there is only the one restaurant, and that one restaurant isn't going to be able to order large quantities. So you guys are going to be struggling at this point in time. One of the major points we plan on bringing is a portion of our leftover budget each month will go towards funding and purchasing any leftover stock from the farms and the foundries to ensure that when times are tough, we do have a surplus and a stock when required. But in the meantime, all businesses are given equal opportunity and a chance to remain profitable and viable. When it comes to petrol stations, at the moment, we are seeing quite a turbulent time. I think in the last 3 days, there have been 3 different prices for importing fuel, and it has been changing all week. So we look to stabilize this so that owners can appropriately price their fuel. Okay, I think yesterday fuel was about $8 to import, and I saw people trying to sell it for $5. All right, this is a time where businesses will struggle because they will be caught out by changes like this, and they won't be made aware of it, and it will then start hemorrhaging money. So we plan on stabilizing this and also then introducing fair business policies into fuel. So there will be a minimum and maximum fuel cap price, okay? So this ensures that every single petrol station you go to will have a fair and equal value. However, it still allows healthy competition. It'll be done through a percentage that is a minimum and a percentage for maximum price of the fuel. More on this will come in due course. Onto our business operator program. Okay, we plan on opening businesses to leasing. So there's 2 ways about it. There is no opportunity to own businesses outright. Okay, things need to remain state-owned purely for the fact if an operator does not, care for the business, it needs to go to someone who has the passion, has the ability to run it, and can keep that business afloat. So at the end of the day, it needs to remain afloat, viable, and profitable to not only fund itself, but to fund our public services. Okay, this is going to be done by public applications. So if there's a mechanic shop we're opening or a restaurant, it's a public application process. There will not be a deposit required. Okay, any deposits required could mean that a business owner struggles to buy stock, which is the utmost important. This
Work
does,
for them?
however, mean there will be a monthly payment required.
At the front, if
This
you
is
want them
purely
food and
in terms
drinks, they've
if
run out
someone
with
is
food
no
and
longer running their business or no longer paying attention, they're not going to be able to pay that fee, and we therefore know that either the owner's not viable or the business isn't viable, and we can then look into it with ourselves, the DOJ, and the relative members of our departments. That kind of covers the core policies. More about detail will come out in the coming days before elections next week, so really pay attention. But if you guys have any desperate questions or anything you need to know, feel free to find myself, Ryan here, or any other member of the party, and we can give you the appropriate information. Thank you.
Okay, straight on to Nate.
I would like to say that the amount of entrepreneurship that I've seen in this city over the last couple days, few days, week, has been amazing. I mean, everyone is really taking light to entrepreneurship, and it's really great to see, you know, that American dream living in each and every one of you. I would like to turn it over to our Department of Business first to answer some questions you may have, and then transportation to follow, and then I'll wrap up after them.
All right. Like I said, name's Deacon Sweden. Businesses.
Might need to turn your
I'm just
microphone
gonna have to think really hard a minute. I'll be back in a few minutes.
It was on. Yeah. Hello, can y'all hear me now? Hello.
Yeah, it's much better.
All right. Name's Deacon Sweden. I'll be in charge of businesses if elected. Pretty much, we you know, obviously one restaurant, one mechanic shop. We need to get more open. You know, give people jobs, establish an economy, and get everybody working. You know, foundries and farms, get them, you know, where they can make some money. Yeah, like I said, get people working.
Yeah. Are you nervous?
You can tell they've just put him on the spot, chat. He's usually quicker than the...
Okay, stage fright happens to the best of us.
God damn. Did he freeze? I think he just froze.
I'd be the exact same though, so I don't blame him.
He doesn't have
what
ChatGPT open.
Deacon's having a little bit of stage fright. You know, I'm not gonna lie, standing here in front of all of you is making me pretty nervous, right? I mean, public speaking is a hard task, right? But as far as businesses go, we definitely plan in the first week to definitely get a business or two open. You know, a restaurant and a mechanic shop, you know, to help the current mechanics that are and restaurants that are open, right? Because as of right now, we have one restaurant in the city, one mechanic in Roxwood. You know, very far apart. But you know, for the people that are in Toledo, Roxwood area, you know, if Burger Shot's open, you know, that's a long drive, especially if you're pretty hungry, right? So we definitely want to get a more localized restaurant open up there, as well as a mechanic shop down here. And I'll pass it over to our Department of Transportation on that.
You know, chat.
Hello everyone again.
I'm not gonna say.
Trying to touch up on what Deacon recently just said. When it comes to all businesses, I will be mainly focusing on assisting him with mechanic shops and the dealerships. I believe we are working on getting a specialist for all restaurants, but I'm not going to touch on that. I'm going to focus purely on what I am knowledgeable on with my time up in Roxwood. I definitely have seen issues where people have been coming up to my mechanic shop saying that they've tried ordering at maybe the wrong mechanic shop just because they've gone for convenience, not realizing, you know, our systems are completely different to the systems that they've attempted to go to. And as soon as we get elected, I'm hopeful. We have a great group of people here. I'm not going to comment on the other party. I'm not here to slander. I'm here to speak the truth, speak to the people. When we are elected, I will get people the correct training. All will get complete training from myself on how all the systems work, a full rundown of everything they need to know. I'll just try and set them up as perfectly as I can so it's smooth. It's optional for like city, the Sandy area, and then also Roxwood. I'm not trying to waste any time. I feel like day one will be a very, very hectic day, very stressful day for the whole party, but we've got, Deacon might have a little bit of stage fright, but he's got a big brain inside that little head of his. I definitely have faith in the man to pull through. When it comes to other things, I'm going to touch on a little bit more transportation. I will be potentially looking at increasing prices on certain things. Again, for balancing off the economy, making sure that everything is in the correct balance. To say I'm not gonna make estimates. I'm gonna just go ahead and say the facts of I don't know what the books are gonna look like. I don't know how it's gonna be. I'm just gonna go in there, my head straight, do the best for the people, and then obviously again I'll answer any questions after this whenever you guys have any. I'm gonna keep it short because I've been wasting a lot of people's time right now. I do not want to be like Deacon get stuck in a little loop in his little brain. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'll happily answer them. Any questions, anything I might have missed out. So I'm gonna step away now. Right?
Thank you, Ethan. To follow on, day one is going to be pretty hectic. Like he explained, we don't know the budget. We don't have any of the numbers, right? All we could do is promise you that we will try, and we want to get businesses to you, the people. You know, you guys have faced a tragedy, and you know your pockets are hurting. You know, you're trying to afford to live. We want to make this an affordable place to live, and that starts by getting money in your pockets so you can buy houses, so you can buy cars, right? And then afford to eat, afford to get your car repaired when needed, get gas. So that it's a very important part of our economy is businesses and development. And I truly believe that this team behind me is great, and we will get the job done.
I'm back.
I appreciate it. Okay. Let's take some questions from the floor about this on businesses. Now, make sure your question is about businesses.
Same thing.
Okay, do the team want to go grab someone, bring them up?
I've got one. I'll go after you, Angel.
My question's business related, you motherfucker.
Okay,
I took you last time.
For the
If you're
people
still up,
party, with
I will
regard
grab
to
you.
decision
Okay?
making, you said that you've chosen the
There's
best
people
team
that haven't
possible.
asked a question like
But
Eduardo.
last night
Eduardo
you
has an
changed
answer. I've got one
team
here.
members, you know, your deputy
Neither
mayor
has
and your
Echo,
social
so-
development councillor. How can we rely on you to make the proper decisions for businesses whenever you can't make the proper decisions for what team members you want in your party?
I'll go
Eduardo,
now.
I'll take you up.
Okay, so what?
I don't think this question's per se business related, but I do say
Natalie,
that
Harvey, then me.
the people that have left the People's Party, they left for personal reasons. It had nothing to do with my judgment. I still could be great in their role, but ultimately they left for personal reasons. I would not like to explain. That is up to them if they would like to speak on that. It is not my place to say why or
I'm picking
why
Eduardo
they
because
left.
he hasn't been taken yet. And if you're still up, if you're
So
still
you think
up,
you will
I
make the
take you as
correct
well.
decisions whenever it comes to small businesses and their development?
Yes, small businesses are going to make up a lot of our, flowing economy. So with small businesses around the city, gas station owners, mall owners, foundry, farm, a lot of people are going to make this economy great. But it starts with our small business owners. And I'd like my deputy mayor to step in.
Hello there. Is that Bob?
It is, yes.
I appreciate your question, Bob. Let's put it this way. As an individual who not only elevated the Redline Club myself, but seeing people behind me who understood both how my business operated and how other businesses have operated since we've
Just
all
realized,
returned to
chat,
town.
I've been on mute this
and
whole
the fact
time.
that my business eventually climbed to the point where it was a full-on casino, an entertainment venue that brought in people from the entire state. And we had a lot of crazy and fun times there. I am intimately familiar myself as far as the effects of the economy on a business and how the business itself can affect the economy of its employees and the economy of its customers. That leads me to believe that I'm capable of assisting in those decisions. Nate depends on all of us to do that. And with Crocs behind me being a more recent business owner, having the information and the understanding of how it's operating from a mechanic side of things, and the fact that Deacon has been, if I'm not mistaken, haven't you worked for me before, Deacon? Yeah, Deacon was one of my employees as well, and it got to the point where I trusted him with making decisions in my absence, and the casino absolutely flourished. I don't know exactly how much money we made in casino chips, but as far as our funding is concerned, we were a multi-million-dollar business within a couple of weeks of starting. As far as helping people develop business plans and supporting them in getting those businesses up and running, we're absolutely prepared to do that and make decisions based on their necessities. As we've discussed previously during the course of this debate, we understand necessity versus luxury, and we will assist with those necessities to make sure that they can develop luxury on their own. It comes to the point where they're making enough money, and with the taxes that they pay, we're able to continue supporting them and improve the nature of business for those business operators, for their employees, and for the customers that are coming to them on a daily basis.
Okay.
I've let Brandon and Jack know the radio so we can let them in and out.
Nice, next up.
And we can pass them.
Alright, hello everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Eduardo.
Yeah.
Alright, I just
You got it next,
it's
right?
pretty much what Bob said. I'll
I
just
heard
gonna
it,
follow
actually.
up with the question. So
I'll let you go. You
with
can
that
go.
in
Mine,
mind,
are we
would
done?
it be possible to
Yeah, how about you go next?
Good night.
I'll take Eduardo, and then
clarify,
if we
our
reset,
business
I'll
plan
grab
to all the
Echo.
parties?
Right.
Yeah. Am I able to pop in on this one? So, of course, to be very frank, we are unaware of exactly what businesses we will be able to fund from the get-go. As soon as we are in a position, so as soon as we have
Okay, so you've made a promise, but you don't know if you
we
can hold
will
it, your
be
promise.
open for meetings, which projects such as new business developments for yourself are available. So you would be able to make a meeting with either myself or Ryan behind me.
Why make the
at which you would present your business plan. One of the main stipulations we have is that the business must be viable. It mustn't
But if you're gonna
interfere
make a
with other
promise,
businesses, so
at
it
least
mustn't
know
cut
you're gonna be able
out
to
like
hold up
another,
with the
another
promise.
business that should cut out farms,
You
etc.
promised it now, Wolfenstein.
And it should also provide a hiring opportunity for a large amount of people. So as long as it matches those three, you're more than welcome to set up a meeting with ourselves, at which point it follows the exact same process as projects for PD and EMS does. You'll have a meeting with myself, the deputy, the department lead, a treasurer, and then any other business or individual that's concerned, at which all pros and cons will be listed, and then we'll work together to decide on how we can fund it, ensure the business is viable, and how we can support yourself.
Fair enough. I would like to hear the other party as well, so I can also
Yeah.
define my work if you guys don't mind.
How do I get rid of this?
It's okay. Tony Hawk's over here is going to answer your question in a sec.
Get it off of
me. I'll be right back, Jenkins.
We'll just
You got
have
this,
people
bro. Do a
kickflip.
check on the front door now and then just
Sorry,
let me know. There'll be people coming in and
I
out.
bought a skateboard recently. And I haven't
Yeah,
really
no.
figured out how to
Why
use
is
it.
it open?
No,
it's closed.
But yes, to
Once
answer your
it's kept
question,
closed, so if people are coming in and
anytime
out, then
you
just
want
let us
a
know.
meeting, whether it's about
I'm not
businesses
standing next to
or
the door
not,
24/7.
my office will always be open. But as far as business concerned, creating these new businesses with business plans, you will be able to contact us, sit down with us if needed.
After Harvey's question, means I'm gonna come back.
Sorry, that skateboard really threw
There
me
is
off, I'm
someone
not gonna
here.
lie.
I'll just steal the door if you want to just go
but
sit with the rest.
we want to be transparent with everybody, right? So when it comes to these businesses, we will look at each business equally to make the best determination of each business owner. And if that's between my business department, Deacon, transportation, Ethan, or Deputy Mayor Zach, we will all hear your business plan, and if any questions or concerns come up from that, we'll answer them to the best of our ability.
I'm taking Gianni up next.
Yeah, good.
Thank you, and good luck to both parties.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions,
Right,
sir.
come on, Gianni.
Take a couple more questions, and then we'll talk about the next section.
Do I need to go with someone else now?
No, just hold off for a minute, because we might not be able to only have a couple left.
You mentioned you
There's
want
anyone else,
to
anyways.
enforce a minimum and maximum.
Just route for the front, but
gas stations can set their prices at. How do you intend to keep that in check?
I'll stand with Ralph then.
So I mean, basically,
So what,
in
Eduardo,
prison enforcement,
Echo, and
so
Ralph?
we will have,
Yeah.
you know, the ability for any citizen to report stations that
take
are
Do Eduardo next.
We're very
Do
aware
Eduardo
of
next,
the
because
cost of
Ralph and
import
Echo have
field.
been asking
We
questions.
can check that quite easily.
How's Echo already? Okay,
So
fair
it
enough.
would be
She has
very,
Echo, she
very
has-
obvious
she
when
has
a
it.
petrol
Hasn't-
station
okay, do
is
Eduardo and
charging
then
either
Echo.
above or
Yeah,
below
yeah.
these limits.
Do
Now,
me with the
I understand
photo
people's
and
concerns when like,
you
well,
bring
what
a
do we mean
co-passer.
below the limits? We want to ensure that, you know, all businesses are kept on an equal level, and we're not having, you know, people undercutting others to the point where no one is able to make any income. So,
You're just stupid
we
with
have
that
enforcement teams. We will have people check, but it is also, you know, the public can report stations that are overcharging. We then, as the government, would step in. We would support those who have been overcharged, and work with the DOJ in relation to the store owner, and whether that's in form of financial compensation they return, or other penalties. It is, you know, yet to be discussed with DOJ, so I'm not going to promise exactly what would happen. But we would ensure that there are some penalties in order to ensure everything's kept fair,
Sneaky snake.
affordable for everyone, but also viable for the businesses.
So if I price my fuel a penny less than, I don't know, let's say Bob down the street,
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna have DOJ penalties.
Okay, let's bring up
That's
these
fucking stupid.
last kind of three over this side, and then.
Hello?
Oh, so what is your question?
Alright, so my question's for Mr. Late Johns over there. How can we trust you when you with prices and stuff, when you like upcharge on your mall and get the prices high in there?
That is literally my fucking question. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So when it comes
Asking
to
why
the mall,
it's 15 grand when the CMS sold for 10.
Well, actually, if you would look at my prices today, they've changed. As a new business owner, I'm changing prices daily to, you know, kind of help figure out what prices are best. Honestly, I was brought to my attention, you know, I heard concerns about my pricings, and I've actually lowered everything in my mall. I mean, it's $30 for a power set, or $20, something like $20-$30 for a power cell, oil, you know, things like that. And as a new business owner, I kind of had to figure out price. You know, it's something new to me, owning a business, right? And I want to see it flourish. You know, I want to see the economy grow, of course. But you know, at the cost, sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Stay strong, brother. You can do it.
Yeah, public speaking is not my strong suit. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, don't say
this
that.
man is a genuine
But
man.
in a short answer, right? I'm a new business owner. Prices will change, and just like our economy is going to change. But as far as the mall is concerned, right? I want to price everything fairly. I'm still trying to figure out fair prices for everything.
In my
'cause
opinion,
this is all
Blaze,
new to me, and as well as other business owners. Other business
wants
owners
to be
are trying
very
to figure out
controlling
fair
of
prices,
businesses.
to make sure that they're
Basically wants to
able to
control
buy
how
more
they run.
stock, right? And you know, as long as we can keep them all up and going, whether I'm making
Even
a
like the
dollar
prices on
profit
fuels,
or
like the
you know,
prices on
$100
shit,
profit,
like set minimums.
it's going to be in turn to the
Which is
people.
stupid,
So I
that'll
have
basically
lowered my
just kill
prices to
competition.
answer your question. Now, in the future, you know, the more I build the relationships, the prices will come down, right? But it'll only take time. It's been, I've owned the mall for about a week now, so I'm still learning the ropes on. But you know, in short term, I think it'll be a very profitable business.
He's a
But
good
you know,
boss.
we wanna keep the prices fair for the people.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
Okay, next one.
Honestly, I don't think I need to ask me a question anymore. He's already answered it.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Bye.
My name is Echo Echo, and I have a question.
You need to speak up. You need to
use the
speak
microphone,
up.
Echo.
You need to use the microphone.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi,
Yep.
My name is Echo Echo, and I have a question for both
You're
parties.
saying that's lost my vote. I'm not going Harry. I'm not either.
And
I
recently
don't think.
I've had
I don't know.
a confrontation with
I'll see if he wins me
Seth
back.
because he said he would not and absolutely will never have coffee
If
at
he wins me back,
Riverside.
I'll come back.
Well, this
I don't
is
know. At the
just
minute, I'm in the middle.
absurd. And I was wondering from each candidate what you're gonna do to fix the police and
I had
scarcity
a
of
feeling it was going to
coffee
be
in
a
the city.
coffee-related question.
Yeah, I'll step in first. Oh, yeah, you can go ahead, Nate.
First question when she came to the city, who the mayor was.
I can't hear you.
100% boys. He
my
wants to
my
control his
apologies.
fuel
My
price.
apologies.
He wants to
I
have
think
dominance
getting
of the
new
fuel
products
station industry.
is an important part of our economy, you know, but we need to figure out what those products are. So honestly, you saying that you'd like to see coffee on shelves or in restaurants is very important. This is, you know, kind of our statement behind the people. We want to hear the concerns of the citizens and help the citizens get what they want and what they need. So we definitely want to look into that, right, to get coffee, but we need to look at getting it, you know, imported in and things like that.
Okay.
Is that it? Okay, perfect.
How
Thank you. So,
about you, Mr. Clean?
yeah, so thank you. I have been referred to as Mr. Clean in the past. I think I could do just a few TV commercials. So, you know, Seth is on our side within our council here. But to quickly note, when it comes to Burger Shot, of course, as a fast food chain, they're already struggling to keep up with the current menu. Hence, the reason they haven't brought coffee in. I believe there are many, you know, caffeine fans out there, myself included. And we need to ensure that, you know, those people are, you know, treated and given the caffeine they respect, but in a more caffeine-based environment. So the intention is, as we move forward, that these restaurants are specialized and each place can have its own key aspects. You know, if Burger Shop was to do coffee, if we had a cafe, why would someone go to the cafe when they can go to the Burger Shop for everything? So ensuring that each business has its own specialized menu to ensure that everyone has a reason to go there is a really important thing. So yes, we will probably see coffee at some point, but that would probably be within a cafe as opposed to a fast food chain.
I get why he went. Didn't
Okay,
have time.
thank you.
Jesus Christ, you both can waffle about coffee.
I love coffee.
Okay.
Because he's going to disappear again.
So, before we close the business segment, does either party want to make any comments or have any questions for the other party?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So I think you've heard from both of us in terms of how we plan to develop businesses. I would like to point within our party, not only have we successfully managed a business over the last half a decade at this point, but we've also got we've got a large amount of experience in what it takes to govern said businesses. I'm very aware of the businesses the other party have run, specifically the mall. I know there was concerns with the pricing, but the pricing was publicly available. I'll make an example. A pickaxe was purchasable for $4,000. The opposing party made the decision to sell that for $8,500. Any civilian could go to Utah and visibly see the existing price and buy it for $5,000. So it's not slander, sir, it's facts. Okay? So, okay, yes, he may have had an experience running the business, but he's also not put forward the time and effort to check existing prices. So I would take you to keep that in account. The other part, Mr. Callahan has confirmed that within his previous candidacy, he had to put a stop to funding on other businesses that were using it where there was bias. For example, the casino had taken money to fund its promotions. This was not viable to other companies. No other company was given permission by the government to fund their own promotions, okay? Our aim as a candidacy is to ensure that all businesses are given equal and fair opportunity to thrive, to ensure every business has an opportunity to be profitable, and to ensure every single person has a right to work at a business and protect those people, okay? We ensure everything will be kept fair, be kept even, and every single price, every single station, every single mall will be monitored and kept fair and within legal price ranges, and ensuring that they do not cover and overcharge compared to local competitors.
Okay, and any retort back? Anything you want to mention
is
on what was stated by Mr. Wolfenstein?
Contract.
So I would like to go back to what I said a little bit earlier. I have looked at mall prices, right? I am a new business, as many of you are sitting here. Now, my prices have been adjusted. Now, I would like to ask,
excuse me, sir.
you know, you talk about my high pricing at the mall, which has been adjusted.
Any drinks?
But the monopoly you have in Sandy, I heard it was $12 to buy a gallon of gas.
We're currently
while
at
you
Burger
could
Shop
go
making some food, man.
get it down the street.
Burger
for
Shop's
$4.
currently at Burger Shop making food.
I'm sorry,
They'll
I'm
be on their way
rolling
back.
around at the moment. Here we go.
One more batch of fries.
All right.
Would just go.
Yeah, so
they're
in
gonna
relation
be
to the
coming. They're on their
No,
way.
yeah.
They'll be on
In
their way
relation
back.
to
They're
the
saying one
petrol
more
stations,
batch.
of course, yes,
Ah,
we do
okay.
have 3 stations up in Sandy. I think every single person here who owns a petrol station knows within the last week that petrol prices to import have changed 4 or 5 times. Our prices, as much as possible, have reflected the prices here in the city, except for when the prices change without our acknowledgement. For instance, yesterday there's a period of time where fuel was $8 to import. Okay, there is no way any business could sell fuel for $5 at that point in time and remain profitable. If you expect us to hemorrhage money, then be my guest. But I don't expect any other petrol station or any other mall here to hemorrhage and
Hey,
lose money
you don't
because
by
other
any chance
stations
have any
are doing
food,
that.
do you?
No, Burger Shop's on their way back.
Okay.
They're-
Yeah.
they're back
I would
after
also like
the
to add
employees at Burger
that
Shop are at
I know
Burger
Zach
Shop
here wants to
trying to make
chime in,
food
so
to
I'll
bring
keep
back
it.
into their run of food since
But
everyone
if
put
you
food
go look at the Sandy Mall,
okay,
right,
They'll be
my
back.
prices
They
are
said one more
comparatively
batch
a
of
lot
fries.
cheaper. I did look
What's
at
that?
them
Sorry.
yesterday a little, but
They said that they were making
they
one more batch of
they're a
fries.
lot higher at the Sandy Mall.
Okay, but they'll be.
And I'll let Zach.
Okay, good. Yeah, 'cause
I'll let
I'm
Zach.
Just on the
hungry.
Sandy
there's a lot
prices,
of
I would just
people
like to
there.
mention any
Yeah,
civilian
nothing.
here after the past week who's interacted with the store. I think you're very aware that this is not the case. We'll even take the self-revive kits. Up to 2 days ago, they were selling for 12,000 in the city mall, 10,000 at the hospital. We've been selling them immediately at 7.5. So I don't appreciate that. There is
So
no
you're saying
factual
food and drink is
basis.
coming, correct?
But yeah, Fox, carry on.
Yeah. I'm gonna
On the subject of
Mr.
factual
Harris, give me
basis,
a
would you mind repeating the statement that you made in
I've already
regards to the
I've
casino?
already messaged.
Correct. Yes. So Mr. Callahan had to
Have you?
end a relationship that you had with the previous mayor, who provided funding for you to promote your business through the means of podium vehicles and other items which was not available to any other business.
Right, and at what point in time, which vehicle was it that was actually provided by the government to support promoting my business? Because I don't recall this ever having happened.
No specific vehicle was provided, it was funding provided.
What funding was provided for that vehicle? And which vehicle was it?
Every single vehicle that was held before Callahan,
No, it
as I
wasn't.
specifically said, there is no specific vehicle that was provided. Instead, funding was provided so that you could promote your business. At this point, I'm not mentioning that they provided a specific vehicle. I'm simply mentioning that you provided income and value and money to promote your business, which
This is
no
funny.
other business was provided. Now, granted, that is nothing against
Yeah,
you.
I'll.
That is simply.
I must state, just to be very specific, if you don't actually have a specific receipt, you don't have a transaction record that you can publicly display here, this feels a little bit like it's a fabrication, and I don't appreciate it because I never received public funding to promote my business. I paid for almost everything that happened at the casino out of my own pocket. The one case that I can recall is donations, as far as vehicles to the podium are concerned, from members of the public who wanted to either A, get rid of a car, or B, wanted to see something happening at the casino when funding was in fact running short. Mr. K, as a matter of fact, stepped forward and did so. And if Mr. Callahan has a record, I'm going to need information about that record because that record would have been falsified. I spent millions of dollars of my own money.
I said, I'm going to let Mr. Callahan take over this point because he was the one who directly dealt with
Oh, my
the,
lord.
I said, this is something that
this is
was brought to
spicy.
my attention and I believe should be made aware to everyone else and is not something we intend on doing. I said, everything should be kept fair. I'll let him take it.
Hello.
Fair enough. Please, Mr. Callahan.
Remember, turn your mic on, Callahan.
Can't find the one that I was using.
He's right. Speaking does help. Okay,
Whiskey,
guys, I think
spicy.
dementia's here.
Mm.
You're still struggling?
Oh, okay, Callahan, I'm gonna have to push you.
Oh, Callahan? Yeah, we should just vote for no shit.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, listen. I think just
Can someone monitor the door while I go and get the parties?
Are you good?
What do you want me to do?
Watch the door while I give parties some.
Yeah, let's get Max coming to you. I mean, I've watched the door like I'm still a vent.
Oh, you had a microphone there. Yeah, the microphone's working there.
Yeah, okay.
Channel 1 comes in being stupid.
You wanna try and use this one?
Sorry about that little bit of technical difficulties. Yeah, at the time you had a very cushy deal done with the then
Jack,
president,
can I
where
get,
the state was picking up the cost of the
at least one
vehicles.
food
You were taking it
available?
out of the taxation that was being applied to the business. This was a deal that no other business was able to avail of in the city. Actually, the standing rule of the businesses at the time was that no businesses or their promotions was paid for or funded by the state. This was something that came to my attention that I brought to an end in the middle of my term, if you recall this.
I don't recall, honestly. Now, one thing I do recall, and I'll address this one publicly, considering the fact that we were guaranteed almost on every single vehicle to lose money, and it was considered a business expense, it's not really a promotion. We did not make profit from but 2 vehicles. In
But you were
fact, we
putting the
often lost hundreds of
vehicles, it was
thousands of
to
dollars.
promote the business because you were putting them on the wheel to draw attention. That's exactly what a promotion is.
I would ask the entire audience, how many of you came to the casino if there wasn't a car on the vehicle, on the podium?
Hey, I want to gamble. I want to gamble.
Okay.
Thank you, Jenkins. Appreciate your
Okay,
support.
I appreciate the points, and thank you, ex-president Widerhan, or whatever your name is now. Anyway, okay, this is what's gonna happen, guys. We're gonna have a quick intermission so Burger Shot can go restock some food for you guys, and then when we come back, we're gonna do quick fire questions, and that means people like you, Fox, you're gonna have to give quick, witty answers, and not something that's gonna put us to sleep. Now, as we do this, we're also going to make sure that both parties can give some retorts to both sides.
Could you guys tell people to go up to the guy in the
Yes,
corner?
general questions. So once we come back from intermission, you guys can ask any question you want to both parties. Questions should be focused.
Will you do
And
it
both
over the
parties will be able to answer,
Angel?
and both parties will be able to retort with each other.
Any questions?
I mean, if you're going to ask what underwear they're wearing, Kendrick, we don't want to hear it.
Can everyone, if you're getting food, go to the guy in the corner over there with the glow sticks?
Just a quick announcement from Seabreeze Studios. The front doors will be unlocked. If you choose to leave, you will be researched upon entry. Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Go for it, Jenkins. Ask your
Later.
Question for what?
The parties?
We're having an intermission now.
They're on break, dude.
Just so we can get some food in,
Yeah,
and
sure.
then you'll have all the time to
Oh,
ask
shit, okay.
any questions you want.
Okay.
Could I get
Box.
number 9 to number 9 large and another
Box.
7 extra dip?
Box.
Think about yeah.
Box.
Box.
I don't know how to give Give me a minute.
Think about your muscles.
So, you know how he was telling you then about you taking money from the casino?
Yeah.
At Harmony, I was actually allowed to do a tax return to get benefits for my employees.
Exactly.
So he's wrong. I was allowed, I think it was up to like 60%. I'll double check actually, because I'll have all the
That's just
records
it.
still.
His argument would be, well, other businesses weren't allowed to do promotions and things like that, but we were cut off before I could continue. And one thing I was going to say, except for when a dealership was able to do a tax refund on whenever they purchased a vehicle for themselves to do a raffle.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know for
isn't
fact
that a promotion?
I know for a fact that
I'd like to
Harmony,
have a talk box.
I could do returns on stuff I'd give to my employees, because that's one of the reasons I did them.
Exactly.
They're just arguing bullshit because they're legit fumbling the fucking plan.
Exactly, they're fucking stupid.
Also, let's not forget, these are all ex-presidents that fumbled the economy into a literal...
Exactly, they destroyed it, especially Callahan.
Over the
literally
barriers.
went MIA for so long as well.
Oh, Zephyr.
Hello.
Huh?
I thought that was just Kendrick talking normally.
Am I shitting or?
He actually lied, and I don't
Bitching?
like
No
that.
bitching.
Good. Don't make me get a local in here to fold you with your clothes still in it.
Hey! You better hush up, you. We'll fire you up,
Okay.
okay?
Whoa, Jacob. Hey.
Are we guarding the doors again, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
you
so.
feel what? Someone's gonna have to go grab some more food. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've got like 30 people queued up, and I've only got like.
Brandon should be on radio, right?
Oh, but I don't know if he's still around, am I?
So Mark, have you decided who you're gonna vote for?
Not really, to be honest.
Who do you think's doing best at the minute?
Brandon, not down.
I don't think he's around, it's just Jack.
Honestly,
what else I
Wolfenstein
would
seems
consider
very...
trying?
No.
But they seem very, like,
Jack now. A lot of people have kind of left
set,
at the
if
minute.
that makes sense. Like, they definitely have had good speech, you know, good points,
Jack.
stuff like that, but I'm also interested in what Nate says.
I
wanna see Nate's party out. So
Brandon.
Yeah. I
Brandon said
think
that
there's
he
been a
was
lot of
thinking
with that thing about the casino. Then
I'd be back. What's up?
I can tell you for a fact
More food.
that all
more drinks.
businesses were allowed to
I
do
was out
stuff
here.
like
I
that.
was out here, so
I can tell you for a fact
it's
all
full
businesses
arena,
are allowed to do
it's
stuff like
needed
that.
food and drinks.
Take stuff off the taxes to do promotions.
I'm fucking just making a shitload of fries.
I've just spoken to Fox about it actually.
Seth, we want more coin. I'm not putting up with this shit with a fucking queue of about 30 people.
I'm a bit conflicted myself with who I'm gonna vote for.
Yeah, it's currently a bit occupied at the minute.
Me and Mark are just stood at the door here.
Yeah. How much food do you got left, Jack?
I've got
I'm
got
kind of
about
annoyed with
12
Wolfenstein's
food,
party chat
23
because they would have had
Well,
me.
just do one apiece. One
Because
one drink then.
what they
Like the
want to
last
do for
the full
public
queue.
services, it seems a little bit more planned out of what the other lot has.
Well,
There's the fact
yeah,
businesses,
I mean,
what they
everyone's
want to do
needing
with
food
that.
and drink.
That's the thing which
That's what I'm
kind
saying.
of,
So give them one food, one drink.
I not go face cam.
what I'm
That kind of
doing,
takes me in the opposite
Okay, good,
direction.
good. I want to show. I was just double checking.
Yeah, that's all
That should be enough to make you laugh. Oh, good. Where are you, dinner?
Especially as a former business owner, I know that stuff was a lot.
Yeah,
what was the argument with the argument with the casino?
That Fox had taken money from the city funds. Are you going out?
How lot did you going out?
I think you've only go search when you go back in.
Yeah, it's
haven't you?
only if you want to come back in. Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
if you want to come back in.
Yeah.
I couldn't even hear him if he said anything.
I can hear it. What he was saying was Fox took money from the city funds to fund holding vehicles for the casino. Which, even if Fox did do that, which I think he only ever did maybe once, which if Fox did do that, all businesses were allowed to do it under Callahan's terms.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what goes on. I do think that Wolfenstein's party is kind of more intriguing with who he has with him. Definitely interested though to see how Seth does.
I
with
mean,
the department.
Wolfenstein was good in his first term. He was good in his second term.
I trust Callahan.
I don't.
I mean, I kind of trust Callahan.
Not,
you know what I'm saying?
not with how he's misremembering things about how businesses were ran. It's 2 years ago now, but everyone will say a year ago. But with how he's misremembering how businesses worked with tax and stuff, doing tax return and stuff, that's kind of annoyed me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I feel like
yeah.
that was a shitty point for him to try and pull out.
Yeah.
Because
my question is,
if there
what
was
do you think
more,
about Ryan Jones?
if Ryan, you see, Wolfenstein's party, in my opinion, it's the inactive bunch in the city. You know, the bunch which have just appeared now because the brand new shiny city. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna grab food.
Because when did you ever see Ryan Jones before now?
Yeah, I mean, you mind if I grab food if they're still here?
Hello, Eduardo.
Hello.
If you want to search him,
Oh
I'll
yeah,
go grab
let me,
food.
come here, Eduardo. Have you?
Are me and Mark able to grab some food quickly? I'm gonna come grab it for me and Mark.
Spot a spider.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, no.
Fox, guy in the body, Harvey, guy in the body armor, just went back over near Athena. Could you tell him that he's got a spider?
You mind if I,
Who has it?
I'm gonna be in my head for like
I don't know who that is. Oh, for God's sake, Jack.
Yeah, we'll get someone up to you.
I'm getting food, Mark.
Yeah. Is the door locked? I'm assuming the door's locked.
But you need us to come down there.
No. It's just Mark. There's nobody watching the door, but we don't necessarily need to. Somebody will come to us if we need to. If we want to be let out.
It's the people that are coming back into soon.
Jack, am I able to just quickly
quickly
get some food for me and Mark?
Okay, well,
And some
we'll
drinks as well. Because we're both on the door at the minute.
Hello, Harvey.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm coming back now, Mark.
And is awareness head. I'm here. Well, I'm here, but yeah. Okay. Go here.
What
You
the?
good?
I
The
am
fuck?
fine.
You just fell down the stairs.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Did Mark refresh his head? Is that what he's saying?
He's there to his. If you look to your left now or right, depending which side, you'll see him. He's just thinking really hard.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Too many stairs.
Brandon, we need more food now. Yes, sir. We need some more drinks too.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll get food. We'll get food. Don't worry. I'll get text to make that food a burger shot as well.
Like a batch and a half of fries just to make real quick after this one.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if
Please, a
people
group
start
of people
feeling
you always
over,
piss
don't
off
forget we've got
another
EMS on
group.
standby.
People. Yeah, I get that, Michael, but doing it with completely incorrect facts that anyone who actually knew how the inner workings of businesses worked could prove wrong. Like, chat, I know I'm working the event. If I get to ask a question,
Anyone from event
I might ask him about that.
food? I have like 2 sandwiches left with some drink. If you
Because I'm the only other person in that audience
Can I have an
that would know. That would.
we'll
I'm the only
take it
person
from
that
around
would
the
know the inner workings of former business.
Let's make an announcement.
In fact, chat, I can check.
Alright, I'm back.
What the fuck did I just come back to?
I put food on you.
Oh shit, actually. Thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
What's fucking Kendrick doing?
I don't know.
I'm interested to see what Nate says though, because Nate does have a lot of people. His entire like backline of the party is PD.
Yeah,
Or-
I just wish DK
Is it
would speak
PD?
a bit more confident.
Hey man, it is stage fright. I'm not gonna hold him on that.
I mean,
as long as
I
if
had
he
the
if he
same
gets
thing.
sworn into effect and he can actually do what he's you know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
I believe
he can
Deacon would be
actually
good at
yeah,
what-
if they can actually provide what they are, you know, saying that they're bringing to like us as the, you know, the community, the civilians, the general public, not even just like, I don't care about, I mean,
If
I'm
people
not
go
caring
out,
about,
yeah?
people have been going out. Eduardo went out and came back, and that's just
You say you need more drinks as well.
Like, you gotta think on Nate's side, right, as well. You have one of a successful business operator in the form of Fox. He'd know what to look for in a good business. And someone who...
But then, for me, all I've heard is that Nate's just about the money. I can't lie. If anyone else has thought that or hasn't thought
I've
that,
also thought that about Wolfenstein. About limiting the prices that you can put on a fuel station. Now...
Good, because I'm not being funny, paying $20...
I get on a maximum, but I don't...
Crazy.
I get on a maximum, but I don't see why you should on a minimum. Because that's stopping people from doing promotions if they want to do a cheaper discount.
I think he's probably meant to say maximum, but said minimum.
No, he said both. He said it again later on. Like, well, I have a feeling in that situation, what you've got to remember, Wolfenstein owns 3 fuel stations.
I mean, that's his money, right?
That he owns 3 fuel stations, and if he puts a minimum and maximum price on all 3 of them, he could price them at whatever he wants at that point.
He can be held accountable, right?
I mean, even if
you know what's interesting, and I kind of am interested about the lawyers. The person who asked about private lawyers, I'm interested on that. If they're gonna be people actually going to be private.
I'm not being funny. If there's private, yeah, I can be a private lawyer.
God, please do not.
You know what I do? I see the guilty and then just walk out.
I do not want to. That's wild.
What do you mean?
That's crazy.
I'll just see the guilty and then just walk out. Don't be
You
a lawyer,
can't do
right?
that. That's a violation of the Constitution.
Yeah, that is really, really fucked. Like, that would be holy shit. That would be corruption times 2.
That's a violation of rights.
Questions. Do you want to come back?
I'm joking, man.
Well,
I could not be a lawyer.
Garcia Lawyer and Solutions.
No, big K, because my last name's K.
Sorry, yeah, K Lawyer Solution. God, God, please do not do that.
Well, it's make it secure, yeah. So people can't get in.
Big K Solutions.
Yeah, please don't do that, because I don't want to have to ring up K Solution.
Oh my god, I've got a business idea. Thank you, Harvey.
Oh god.
Harvey gave me a great business idea.
I regret it.
Please don't piss in bottles.
Why was
that? The K.
No, don't throw it at the crowd.
He's throwing piss at you. He's actively throwing piss at you.
Become the light.
I just want everyone to know that was a bag of flies and a bag of...
Hey man, you've broken enough of them. You should know how to defend yourself against them.
Right. A year ago, I probably could name all the laws I've broken.
Holy shit.
Now, I'm perfect, man. MK solicitor here to help.
Well, didn't it be 2 years ago though, Angel? We've had New Year.
Hey. True, I feel me 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
We appreciate your support. Touch it.
What the fuck? Okay, folks, you emptied that bladder. Okay.
Hey guys, it appears EMS have been using their own steroids.
What the hell? Okay, guys, we're going to start doing quick-fire questions. What this means, again, just to repeat, is you ask a question, these guys are going to answer it quickly. If the other party thinks that they are being untruthful, talking out their ass, or just saying utter shit, then they're going to call them out.
Ooh.
So, let's go. Who's going to be our first one? Natalie, you want to grab someone?
Hello.
Yeah,
my question is for what was touched on before regarding
Are we gonna take someone up, or are we just picking someone at random to go up?
No,
just out of
Go with someone, yeah.
During his term as vice president, and if so, what's to stop him from doing that again?
Oh, hello, good sir.
From our side, I'm going to pass it on to Callahan to go over.
We're doing Angel.
Okay, Callahan, remember where the button is on that microphone.
Natalie, then Harvey, and then we just keep going in that order. Yeah. Keep
Come on, man, you got
Harris
this.
says not to do it anymore.
Listen, there's a big button on the side of it, Callahan. Press the button.
Okay.
Somebody breathalyze that guy. I think he's drunk.
Can I maybe touch on this?
Look at
maybe?
that.
Yeah.
They still can't figure out a mic.
Yeah, microphone is here. Right. Basically, what I would like to say on this matter, this happened in the past. I think for all parties involved, it would be beneficial for us to drop this.
No, I don't think
what
so.
I will say, I don't think it was during Mr. Fox's vice president campaign, because he would not be able to run a business and be vice president at the same time. If I'm saying that correctly.
Jack's asking if he.
So yeah, he wasn't.
If he wants to bring someone up, like.
You are correct, Larry. At the time, it was not occurring, and I was never the vice president. I was the attorney general. Further to that, the mayor at the time, our president Charlie Smith, increased my tax rates to be higher than every other business in the state. So, in the end, the government made way more money off of me than they ever assisted with. And what actually happened was, I was reimbursed for business expenses, though they did constitute promotions in the form of placing... Wait, what? Who yelled? Shush. In the form of me putting it in as a business expense, and I was allowed to take that out of my taxable income. But to follow up and to continue, make it simple, I am not the only business that was allowed to take promotional expenses and make them tax refundable. The dealerships did the same thing. I'm sorry, what was that, Snowy? I couldn't hear you.
Harvey, come behind me.
Yeah.
There you go, and
Sorry, I'm struggling to really hear you.
Yeah, just come up behind Bucket.
Back up.
From the inception,
Oh, okay.
it was standard that any business that was making the largest amount of money, they were treated with a higher tax rate to keep things, fair and have a substantial amount of tax coming in. So the more money a business made, the more income it had, which of course you're going to get with a casino, the higher tax rate you're going to have. That is just fact. That isn't because it was you, that was because the business had more cash coming in. I'm going to let Seth quickly go on the rest, but that's about...
I have a rebuttal, though. The issue is...
sorry, just 1 second. Very quick and short. I'm just going to relay what Callahan just said. He's having trouble with the mic. He said, yes, you was the only business that was receiving those subsidies. That is all.
Yeah, my question, just in short, though, was what's going to be in place to stop you from doing the same thing, just profiting and not benefiting the city instead?
Firm explanations as to what anyone wants to consider to be a tax deduction. If it is not a properly explained tax deduction and is not clearly listed, then it will not be granted.
From our side as well, being completely transparent with all expenses, so being transparent on what tax is being paid by each business, what the income is there, as well as then the finances behind each of these businesses. I think the only reason there would be any type of tax reduction is based off of the items being purchased. The way tax works now, it isn't a case where the business owner says this is the amount we make. It is the case that it is immediately taxed upon the purchase of any item. So there is
Mark, can you just make sure my guy goes up when he's going up? I've just had a phone call.
Yeah, I'll hop back. Mark is behind you. Yeah, no.
Harvey, I'll make sure that your guy goes.
That works, Jack. That works.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, we're in the debate at the minute.
Yeah, I figure that's why you hung up. I have a question that I want to ask, but at the end of the day, I'm also on duty, but I don't want to get off duty. I need somebody to ask it, or can I come there real quick and just ask?
Just give me a question. Are on-duty PD allowed to come here and ask questions?
There's one question real quick.
I've just asked over radio.
Okay.
They don't know.
Okay.
What's your question?
I want to ask, this is like word for word. I said, I want to ask what they can promise, as I am a police officer, one who serves the city, but most importantly, a civilian. What can you promise that can lead to my success?
They've already answered it.
What did they say?
So, what was your question again, sorry?
I said, I'm a police officer, but most importantly, I'm a citizen. As someone who lives in this state, how or what are you able to promise to better myself for success?
Oh, they haven't done that. I can't ask questions because I'm an event person.
Okay. Well,
we're taking.
If you need me to drop my weapons and stuff off, I can, and then come over there real quick.
It might be best if you
really
just came over it.
I don't want to do that.
I believe at this moment in time,
And then you don't get your question answered.
That's so lame.
DOJ until the election, as well as the government.
Okay.
But also because all files
Alright,
in relation
bye.
to previous crimes were
Bye.
lost, guns were held off the shelves.
Dan's dropping
purely
his
for the
stuff off
fact,
and he's gonna come.
that there were criminals out there who
Jack, if
have
you
now
wanna,
been completely
I'll come
expunged.
back.
Should they know they're getting back
Oh
into
my
crime,
God.
they would have been able to buy hundreds of firearms and stock them up.
Yeah.
As soon as we're in
Everyone that's in the
office,
line now can go up,
believe
yeah.
that
So
the
Kendrick's the last one at the minute.
around us were big enough,
Beautiful.
so that we can sufficiently hand out gun licenses to those who have clean records, and we can efficiently manage that. So we'll be immediately working with DOJ and PD to make that happen for you.
Okay. Yeah. DOJ is going to be a vital part of this community. Once in office, we will get DOJ up and running, so that we can get licenses to have citizens be able to protect themselves. It's hopefully going to be an easy process to get DOJ reopened. Sorry, apologies.
The Supreme Court are doing it.
I'm going to turn this over to Zach.
I just want to quickly as well note that the other party, and ourselves included, we are not in the position where we are in charge of, opening and setting up DOJ. That is to be done by the Supreme Judge. We can apply input and explanation as to, why we might want certain laws in place, but we are not available and able to open the DOJ ourselves and have any influence on that part. It is a completely separate entity that is there to keep us in check, and we are there to work with them to bring in these gun licenses and various other issues.
And to add to that, as far as the term that I had in office with Mr. Charlie Smith as our president, I was primarily responsible for handling the appointments and meetings for gun licensing and things of that nature. Therefore, I can say at the very least from our party's perspective, we have an active representative, at least one active representative, who is aware of an effective and clean process. Once DOJ has made the advancement of licensing available to all of us, we can further by working on importing firearms so that people will be able to purchase them from ammunition stores across the state. That is dependent on whether or not DOJ is active quickly, but we will do our best to assist them if there is anything we can do to help. However, the purview remains with them. We don't have the authority to step up to the plate and say DOJ is a thing now. It's once the Supreme Judge or Supreme Judges are ready to open DOJ to the public. Therefore, we will work with the police department to check criminal records to ensure that these firearms are not being sold to people who have committed acts that would restrict them from having the right to bear and keep a firearm. That will be decided based on the nature of their crimes, not based on the totality of any criminal record whatsoever.
All right, and I quickly want to touch on that. I know this is short, rapid-fire questions, but I have to bring this up. Obviously, there is some previous mayors and presidents in our party as well who have all set up even gun license out-handing. I myself personally was running as mayor as myself, and I've handed out plenty full of gun licenses. At this moment in time, we can't promise anything. We can't promise you what firearms, what class you may or may not be able to own, but that is something I think both parties are going to be working on. From what I'm hearing here today, but just knowing that we also have the same knowledge of what should and shouldn't be happening.
I love your additions there, Larry. Thank you for that.
Okay, yeah, I guess that pretty much answers my question. I was more concerned about the fact that by default, the Second Amendment should grant everyone the ability without a license to do so unless they are a convicted felon or something along that line, a violent criminal.
This is just getting boring.
It should technically be available for everybody. If they want to go to ammunition, make a purchase and stuff like that, as long as the record is clean, it shouldn't be a problem or shouldn't have to wait for a license to do so. Is that a possibility of changing?
No, because you need a background check, obviously.
That's to do with the Supreme Judge. Unfortunately, that is not something within our control. But it is a decision made by the Supreme Judge and will not be changing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, just again to hop up on that, obviously without an active DOJ, there's no fair way to I guess verify anyone who can hold a weapon. Obviously, the state's never been an open carry state, so it's always been by license. for as long as I can remember.
No, I'll ring
So
him.
I get your expression of why that you don't have weight for stuff currently.
I'll
But
ring him.
to my understanding of what I've been seeing around and
I'll just be a
also
minute.
hear of other people, there's not really much threat other than.
Hello?
Are you coming down?
Yeah, I'm literally rushing over.
Right, let us know when you're out. I'll get Angel to come
Okay.
open it.
I'm just it's at that weird spherical thing, right?
Yeah, the word sphere.
Okay, I'm literally almost about to pull up onto that road right now.
Right,
And I have a
I'll
question
know.
that kind of
Sounds
has
good,
a
alright,
very
thank you.
big impact
Bye.
on the city.
He's pulling up onto the road now, Angel.
I'm not a rat, and I'm going to say that first of all.
Dang
But
gunson.
luckily, thanks to the Callahan administration, there was a lot of time spent exposing every single thing that every previous mayor did.
I have got to go.
I'm not going to point fingers or names, but my question to you guys is, what do you plan to do on the people that may be in these parties that have a history of letting the city go to shit, stealing money from the city, and giving businesses to their friends so that everyone can profit? What's your plan to handle stuff like that and make sure it don't happen again?
Good question. Good question.
To go on that, I'm just going to pass it over to Callahan, but real quick, I just want to note the entire reason the DOJ is in place is to hold, us responsible. I do as well. I have certified messages from members of the opposition's party themselves, stating that a specific member of that party had been spreading rumors. We do want to completely rebuke that, but I'm going to pass it over to Harry, who's just going to go over a few plans in place to do it, and he'll get back to you. He's going to go on Harry's mic because he's pretty terrible. On the other mic.
Come over here, brother. I'll turn it on for you.
And it doesn't work.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, this is great.
I'm not quite sure who you're trying to throw accusations at there, or like.
I'm trying not to say names, so don't make me do it, man.
Oh, say whatever name you want, like
I don't think that's a good idea.
For the sake of privacy.
Speech, man.
Yeah, for the sake of privacy, man. I just
fair
want the
enough.
question
No, it's
answered.
just
It's not. I'm not calling anyone out. I'm just saying.
It's hard to tell how much truth there is in anything that you're saying when you're not given any information. Like, and at the end of the day, I'm the person who was last in the presidency. I am the most aware of who did and did not fulfill the role as president. I'm the one that witnessed all the books from all the presidents.
Yep.
I know
And
exactly
Tommy and I were
which
there to
president.
discuss it all.
Yeah, and who are you throwing these accusations at?
I will
Because
say for
It's
a
a
member
simple
of the
question.
audience, it doesn't necessarily need to be named, and it's up to you if you choose to answer.
I know exactly who stole money from the state, and unfortunately, we'd no DOJ to do anything about the condition that the state was left in.
Just leave it.
But if you think it was any member of the W party, you're well mistaken, and I can assure you that, because the person is of no part of the W party.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
But my question still isn't about the people there. I said, what is the plan to make sure that none of this stuff happens? Because it is known. Everybody knows. Even previous mayors themselves have told us how much money they've stolen. So, I mean, like, what's the plan to make sure you guys don't all get together? I'm not saying you guys are going to.
As we
but-
said, we've already, I've said this multiple times throughout this, we are going to be fully releasing every single week a deep dive into the finances.
At least the Wolfenstein files.
The Supreme Judge as well and the DOJ have full access to
Who's it?
every single transaction
Some
made.
sort of files.
So not only are we held responsible by them, but every single citizen will be able to see every single payment made from within our system. So there is complete transparency. That is the complete plan. There is a weekly deep dive. Every single project's pricing will be released. So we are held responsible not only by yourselves, but by the Supreme Judge at the end of the day. If we do, steal, and we
I've
are
already
to,
asked, I don't know.
Whatever you're suggesting, which is quite frankly ridiculous.
I wouldn't.
We will be
I'd
held
watch your words, man.
responsible.
I would stick to the facts and not
I'm
say
very much
stuff
sticking
like
to the
that.
facts. I do want to quickly remind everyone, the first 3 months of my first term, I did not receive a
Alright.
single penny in a salary.
Everyone, you do realize that the more
The
you
existing
talk,
deputies
the
and the
more your
existing
time for question
directors had to bring me sandwiches. So I
Natalie,
could-
is this like the first juicy question?
Anyway,
asked,
as
or
I
is this,
suggested,
like,
the Supreme Judge
going
is
on?
the one that's going to be held responsible
This
in
is
terms of
probably
keeping
more
track of
be-
us, the PD department, and the EMS department. Okay.
Now,
There
those
will be-
releases you put out also include the
Mhm.
inventory stock that you said you will be
Fair enough.
purchasing and holding on to from farms and factories and
everything
stuff?
will be released. Every single transaction, including what's been purchased.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about negotiations for pricing on that stuff? Because I mean, if you're buying, how do we know you're not buying from one person that you're getting kickbacks from? I think there needs to be a lot of transparency and stuff like that.
So whether that's one transaction to one farm, and they're two completely different transactions that both
you want to know my
listed.
question, guys?
So you'll be very easily be able to tell exactly what's being offered. We will
I said-
publicise what
so
we
mine
offer
is,
as well.
as I am a
we've been
Los
very,
Angeles
very
officer,
open and
but
frank with
most
that.
importantly, I'm a citizen.
So
in addition to that,
yeah,
I want to know what you
there
guys
is
can
no
promise
concern
for
on our end.
individual success.
Yet again, the DOJ is what's holding us responsible here, and we know the court of public opinion. If we are the ones that are going around and offering different prices,
Let's
well,
make sure that
news
bucket
travels
doesn't
fast.
go over the top here.
Thank you. I think that everyone will understand
why
why I
I
cannot
entitled
vote for
to
the
an
double
opinion on
party.
the
Thank you,
questions,
guys.
don't get me wrong, but
No, I'm just going to touch
there's
up
a
here as
line
well,
that we need
yeah.
to follow as
I
well.
understand your expression when in regards to the present or ex-presidents and this current mayor debate. From our team, I'm going to keep it short. Along with what Harry's previously said, we will be keeping like a track record and keeping it public. Obviously, if there is any public opinion that relates to us not fully releasing any files, that will be dealt with by the Supreme Court and the DOJ department. And also, public opinion again is also just a major part of this.
No, you need to redact 95% of it.
I do understand, again, kind of relate back
Nah,
to the
I was gonna
ex-president. I
shout
know what you're
something
saying.
then,
I'm
I
not
just
here to
realised
slander
it's
the ex-president.
not appropriate.
There's information we all have, but that should just be left in the past. I think, in my opinion, you can watch us all carefully.
Harvey,
and I think let's
do
just
you
keep
want
it
to
friendly, keep it
the guy in
peaceful.
front of me up?
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good. Let's go.
All right, Tom Wolf here, and I'm gonna speak to this side of the room. So you touched upon an accusation on Nate's team saying that they were self-funding. Is there evidence of this? And if so, are you going to release this to the public eye? Because this is only speculation, and the accusations.
I think.
Are you in regards to
just to jump in, anything before we all move back was burnt up, so no one would have any evidence on anything that happened
Okay,
inside.
yeah. So this accusation that you've said is practically irrelevant, correct?
As we said, it's not an accusation. It's more
Well,
so
it
the fact of
is.
what happened. No, hold on. Let me just let you go through it.
Okay.
It's not an accusation. It's merely a mention of what had happened and what we intend not to do. Okay. We cannot publicize it, and at the time, there was no way to prosecute it. Okay. We've already said that our previous, Mr. Callahan here, who was a member and at that time was mayor, had swept in and dealt with the current situation, and we are now saying, look, we've learned from that previous experience, we've seen what's happened, and our intention is that we're going to be completely fair to all businesses. Every transaction's open, everything's visible. We are not going to allow people to decide what and what isn't a tax write-off. Everything is based off of what is sold. You are taxed on your own. It's sold. If it's $20, you get taxed $20. It doesn't matter if you spend whatever on promotions. It doesn't matter if you spend whatever on staff. You are taxed on your individual rate.
Just bring up that.
Okay, so what my question was, if there was, so since there was no evidence, why is it being
Do
brought
you
up
know
here?
what I know about someone funding
I would like
someone?
to step in here. Really quick. I know that they're trying to bring up the past, but the past is in the past.
Yes.
Yeah,
this is
that's
here
what I'm
and
saying.
now. As the People's Party, we want to be responsible and transparent with you, the people, and that starts with being responsible. I mean, being put into the mayor's office, the People Party will be a team, not just one individual. So we will work together to help better this city. And I know Crocs had a couple things he wanted to say, so I'll turn it over to him.
Yeah, I just want to touch upon just before we started this, you mentioned that you have messages current regarding our current party, and unless you're willing to release these publicly and explain what's happening, I feel like you should stick your speculations to yourself instead of trying to out
I
us
won't
give
be
us a bad
releasing
public
this
image.
publicly, but I will
Okay, then
release
I
them
would
to
like to.
DOJ
I would
and the
like. I
police
would like for
department.
you to maybe for now
I-
just debate remain silent and hold your
I will
speculations
release
to
this to the
yourself.
PD and the DOJ. So this is information that will be
And
released.
if
to
we're,
the
and if we're going to be
relevant
playing a
authorities.
slander game, we can go back and forth. But again, we're trying to keep this peaceful. The people are here to see us in our best, not in our worst. If you're going to be
Well,
shedding
yeah.
bad light, we can do it back to you. That's not a problem.
See, I'm looking toward the future. This side of the room opened up with
We
a
are the
conversation
future.
of the future, and unfortunately, your side opened up with the past. So my question is done, and I'm going to be voting for Nate.
Yeah, if we're going to be going with slander, I really recommend that your
Hmm.
side of the room keep quiet.
Okay, next question.
It's so juicy.
All right.
This is kind of good.
Mr. Jones, right?
It's so fucking
You've
juicy.
mentioned
Oh,
being
it seems
transparent
like
a few
it's
times
good.
now.
Ew.
So on that topic, you start your campaign while hiding your face in public and in your posters. Do you have the reason behind this, and how do you expect the people of the city to trust you and your party without any doubts regarding this and your future actions?
I really appreciate that question. You know, I've had that mask for a long time. It was a part of me, but you know, after hearing what I've heard today, you know, putting the past is in the past. You know, I had that mask for a long time. It was a big part of me, but that's the old. You know, I've changed, I've reformed, and I see myself as a better Nate than I was a year ago. And I share it with you now. You know, I don't have a mask on. I haven't had it on for a while. But I'm a new me, right? So we need to leave what's in the past and worry about the future.
You know, it seems that change always comes after you've been asked or confronted about it a few times beforehand. But no, that's just my observation.
Yeah, Nate. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair point. You know, I think just both sides of this as well. You know. Yeah, go on.
To whom am I speaking?
Gianni Capone.
That's kind of what I
Microphone!
Because your hair is so much darker than it used to be, and it looks like you've got
Microphone, dude.
Microphone.
My microphone is on.
There you go.
Well, I'm sorry. I must have accidentally hit the button off again. Apologize. But Gianni, it's good to see you, and it's been quite a while, but I have to ask, when I was out in the general public, was I not wearing a mask almost all the time? I mean, I'm the fabulous Mr. Fox. Everybody knows that. I always wear my Fox mask because it's fun.
But you did not start your mayoral campaign wearing one, did you? You didn't
No, I did
promote
not.
your mayoral campaign while wearing one, did you?
No, I did
That is
not.
what I'm getting at. How can we trust someone who hides their face at the start of their campaign, but only changes it after he's been asked about it?
That's a fair point. People do have the right to public privacy for the record, but beyond that, more importantly, if everybody recognizes him by the mask he wears and he wants people to look at him and see the person that they recognize, and then he pulls his mask off to reveal who he really is and what he really wants to do for them, doesn't that speak kind of profoundly? It does, in my opinion.
I mean, it seems that if you're running for a public office, that you should, you know,
Getting
be
people
public about
familiarized
who
with
you
the
actually
person.
are to start with, and not do it after the fact.
He is a cop.
It's also important to make sure that people recognize you and see the change that you've made, but that's my opinion.
It happens.
It's within you, not.
Regardless, I appreciate
There's
your
a lot of
question,
people
Gianni.
listening.
Thank you, and thank you for your time letting me speak on that one, Harry.
Answer your question.
No, no,
I will
that's my
cut it
question.
off at some.
Anyone
Excellent.
else wants to speak on that?
Anyone? Anything further? I think we're good. Next up.
Yep.
Kendrick.
Hello there.
The first
You go, Kendrick. You do
Just a
good.
bit. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Jigs. I appreciate the hype. Anyways, so my name is Kendrick, former
You're all good, you're all good.
gangster. Former is the key word, and I think
Sorry,
we've all
Kendrick, right?
Kendrick, former Kendrick. But I think we all have been making good points about former. And speaking of former, as a new mayoral candidate, this is pointed towards you, Mr. Wolfenstein. You should want to lead Los Santos through future crises differently than the past. But given that the city once endured a year-long evacuation under bet, your chosen running mate was a key factor in that tragedy. And you are now aligning yourself with a notorious former takeover gang figure. How can citizens trust your judgment, especially when you have publicly criticized your opponent for associating with past gangsters, while facing, while failing to uphold the same standard yourself?
I think first off, we're going to go on about past gang members. We can take a brief look over. I ain't going to go too much into the depth of that, but I think you've got to realize within this group, we've got multiple ex-PD directors, we've got ex-mayors. You know, my record has been clean as a whistle for the past 6 years now. So I think trying to insinuate that I'm tying myself in with crime is quite ridiculous, quite frankly.
But you'll tie the other candidate
The
with crime.
situation with Bet, started when Ryan Taylor sold large portions of Sandy.
You can't blame it all on
So
Ryan.
this is a separate mayor. This has nothing to do with our party. Sold Sandy Shores off to Bet, as well as multiple contracts. Mr. Callahan, if he was a supporter of Bet, why the hell would he arm everyone? Try and defend themselves against Bet. That makes zero sense.
I also remember him giving out a pardon to a...
I remember...
The accusations you're making, quite frankly, are foundless. He's the only one who stood up and tried... Yeah. He's the only one that's tried to stand up, give you guys the arm, and then means...
I'm just going to be stood at the door.
Okay?
Hey,
After you made the mistake
I'm
of
not
pardoning
going to
the
go into... I'm not going to go into our past. I'm not going to go on about, you know, certain gang
But you'll go into the other mayor's past.
I'm not going to go on about their gang
Oh, yeah,
affiliations.
exactly.
I haven't mentioned that once. Okay?
During your campaign, that's been your main point, that they have had past gang affiliations.
I have not mentioned it once. I would love for you to prove it. I would love for you to show a single statement where I've mentioned that they're affiliated with gangs. I love it.
Anyways, I'll be voting for Nate. You have a great day. Thanks for, I
Thank
guess,
you.
answering my question. You have a good one.
Appreciate your support. Thank you, Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Next
Yeah,
up.
dude.
Kendrick.
Is anyone going to ask a question that isn't gaslighting? That's what I want to know.
Hello.
Hello.
Everybody hear me? Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is for Nate's side. So I've noticed like the whole time we've been watching this debate, your team is mostly answering all of your questions for you. Are you confident you can actually handle the responsibilities of mayor?
Yes, I am very confident, but like I stated previously, this is a team effort. It's not just me. I mean, I know my name is on the mayor title, but I mean, this is a team effort. We've chosen each individually for this team carefully, and it is a team effort. So together, we will be one, and one for the people.
Well, yeah, you can have a team, but it seems you also are just letting them all speak for you. Like you don't have any.
Are you able to make sure that he gets
good
the question?
like
Because,
you don't have a
I have
say or
question.
know exactly what to do?
Yeah.
Upon what
Well, I do have a say, and I do.
Oh, good.
I do know that I will put my best effort forth to being mayor, but I also respect the amount of knowledge and expertise my team has, which is why I let them speak, right? Because as one, right, I do have a little bit of stage fright.
That bucket one is pretty cool.
Okay, and another question. So I have also noticed that your team can't clearly answer questions. How can we actually trust that you'll make the best decisions? Because it seems it was like not very confident or in certain answers, or people were going around and not answering the questions directly.
Do you have an example of this?
Yeah, your whole campaign.
So it's well, for one question I asked, they're not going to defund us. So one of the questions was directed towards Fox, and he kind of just went in a circle, didn't even answer the question directly. And there's one that was directed towards you, but you just went in a circle and didn't answer the question directly. It seems that's what you guys are doing over there.
Well, we want to answer each question carefully. We want to get all the facts out there. The truth is, we want to be transparent. We want to be a more active government than what I've seen in the past, and we want to work as a team. The big part and the key is we're a team. I mean, it's not just one person; it's all of us. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I will take any heat for any of my team. Any wrongdoing that may occur, but that it's a myth, right? So I trust each of these individuals up there with my full support, and I've chosen them in their roles for a reason. So if I can't trust them to speak or to answer something clearly, then I've done my job wrong of picking my running mate. It's a team effort.
Okay.
I would like to say something in regards just to the public, everyone who's here. Obviously, we appreciate you guys pulling down. I think, in general, I would like to advise everyone that it's a debate to get the right vote. It's not to attack anyone personally. I think from both sides, obviously, there's been either slander from both sides.
Did you hear me?
This party has done this in the past.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
can we trust this? How can we trust
speaking
this?
to you now, I was speaking to him.
I would hope somewhere in there's going to
You
be
can
a
go
question
once
about our
I'm speaking.
plans, on what we plan to be doing for you guys. There's been a lot that hasn't been touched on, obviously, in our previous parts with the public services and the businesses. But trust me, there's a lot, obviously, that both parties have planned. I would love to poke holes in that. Obviously, the plan from other parties from this debate have not seemed as clear as others, but that's obviously our main point to be here. If we're just going to sit here and say, you know, this is not being done correctly, you know, how can we trust this? We would rather have a conversation outside of this. Thank you very much.
I would say that is very well spoke, but we have not slandered anybody.
You can go up.
I asked them to cook some more food and some more.
I wanted to state, just to the point, you're absolutely right, Larry, if I may, though, as far as lack of such a concrete plan. It's called flexibility. We need to have the ability to change based on what these people out here need us to do. We know what we're planning to do. We've told them what they've asked us, but we need to be able to change that based on what they need. And that is the core of our
You
plan.
can go up and stand at the stand.
Right. And I think I've heard that same plan about a bajillion times before, where we will talk to the people, we will be in contact with the commissioners, we will be in contact with the directors, we will be in contact with all the operators. At this point, we will just be talking in a loop to all of the people, asking what they want, what they don't want, and getting those stuff sorted. But surely there has to be some initiative, there has to be some innovative way that we can think of creative ideas to hopefully make some stuff better, even if people don't come up with them themselves. Regardless, on the whole slander part, I want to drop all of this because it doesn't take any part of this whole debate. I mean, this debate has taken so long, talking about what has and hasn't been done, even with the casino, talking about all that stuff about what has and hasn't been funded, allegations from left, right, and center. That's not part of this debate. I'm sorry. It's important to note, yes, and we brought it up 100%. We used it as an example of what has happened in the past and that we don't want to see happening now. And I think that's clear. And I think both parties should have the same mindset. If they don't, then there's definitely an issue, but they should.
Okay.
I do agree with.
Next up.
Okay, well, I'm not interested in slander. I'm more interested in what you guys can do for us. So my question is, what criteria will both parties use to ensure businesses do not fall under conflicts with the city's best interests? What support, if any, would be provided in cases of property damage resulting from illegal activity to those businesses? And how will final decisions be made when equally qualified civilians are seeking to own the same businesses?
So, just quickly touch on we've already, within our initial manifesto, which we released about a week ago, in terms of, you know, I'll start right at the end, to be fair, in terms of those that, you know, wanted to take positions, and in terms of ensuring that those businesses are being operated by the right people, we've already outlined not exact, but bullet points and explanations as to what makes the right candidate, what we're looking for, and why we would specifically select a certain person, whether that's, you know, they've got a viable business plan. The business plan they have will, you know, not impede other businesses, and as well as bring in more people into that position. In regards to criminal damage, that is something we'd be working alongside the PD and DOJ. You know, if it is a case where there is criminal damage and there is, you know, an actual financial a cost of that, that would be then something that can be fought back through DOJ. And the fines that, you know, criminal damage fines can be used to recoup any lost costs there. I think in terms of actual criminal damages, it is really business to business, and that's something that would be spoken with DOJ with. But yeah, and then in terms of operators, I've already ran through that.
Once applying for a business, right, each business owner will put in a plan to see the vision of their business, right? So we will be doing monthly audits to ensure each business is running properly. And as far as criminal damage, we will bring in, you know, PD, DOJ for any of that sort, so we can get those businesses back up and running from those damage if needed, as well as making sure that each business partner is chosen carefully and considerately to choose the best operator for each business.
Alright, thank you so much.
Oh, it's my time to shine.
Dan, shut up.
This whole thing now.
Hello, is this thing on?
Yo.
It's just
Okay, hello. All right. Well, first of all, my name is Dan Gunter, and my question is oriented in both parties. With that in mind, I would like to say, as a police officer, but foremost a civilian, what are you able to guarantee to my success as a police officer, but in addition to myself as a civilian?
Nothing.
Okay. I mean, let's start off with the police side of it. I'm not going to stand here, and I don't think the other party can stand here and say, hey, we're going to fund X, Y, Z. I said no one knows the initial funding, no one knows our current expenses. So I'm not going to stand here and go, yeah, day one, we're going to buy you all brand new police cars and we're going to triple your salary. What I can promise you is, as everything's open, every single member of that department, directors, whatever, are able to voice their concerns. And if there is, significant issues, so with costings, I know salaries at the moment thought to be low, especially with you guys having to deal with repairing your vehicles in the petrol stations. So that is something that, if it is viable and should we be able to afford, we throughout the campaign and throughout our first term, I would look to increase that, but I can't guarantee it would happen straight away. In terms of civilian life as well, I mean, our entire thing right now is focused on getting the procedures in place to give opportunities, whether that's in terms of operating your own businesses or ensuring that the businesses that currently exist or will be set up have multiple opportunities, for employment or multiple investment opportunities. So whether that's with petrol stations, malls, restaurants, mechanics, more and more. I just want as many opportunities out there for yourself to bring in that the income you need, but then also to have that quality of life you need as well.
As far as the PD side goes, I know you guys are using a lot of your own personal money, and he is right. We don't know the numbers, but if budget allows, we want to try to make it easier for you. Having funds to be able to pay for the gas instead of you having to do it, pay for the repair, but that all aligns if funds are available, right? And as far as the civilian goes, I mean, we want to open businesses. We want to get the economy flowing so you're able to have jobs. We want to create jobs, right? So you're able to afford to live comfortably. We don't want you to live in paycheck to paycheck or anything like that. But we want everyone to live comfortably. So, I mean, that also goes with pricing, house pricing, car pricing. I mean, it's all a deep dive from day one to make sure that the funds are available to better not only our emergency services, but the city.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Donna Jack. Oh, Amanda.
Yeah.
Hello.
Jack's been waiting.
Oh, my bad. You can go. You can go.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, then you can go after him. Sorry.
All right. I don't know
wait
whether
patiently.
use all of you as the group or the board or whatever you want to call yourself will like my question, but let's see it for the criminals. The criminals pretty much make your world spin in the money wise, especially with the taxes. So I mean, obviously I know personally myself, punishments are a lot more harder. I ask, what more is there to come about that?
Yeah, so I think, of course, it'd be crazy to go, oh yeah, government, let's reduce
Needs to turn mic on.
sentences and work with criminals to make their lives easier. Like, yes, okay, we do make money from
Your
crimes,
mic
but that
isn't
doesn't
on.
solve- It is on, you lunatic.
Now it is.
Oh, okay. Well, it was on anyway. So,
well, it's on now.
The government.
Wolf
Yeah.
is
Okay.
gone.
Whoopsie
Yeah.
daisies. So, the government as a whole, of course, we're not going to go around and go. Let's reduce fines for criminals. Let's reduce sentences. You know that's crazy to suggest. There are multiple. No. I'm just putting that out there. The very first thing is fines aren't the only sole input. You know, I think actually one of the larger incomes right now would probably be the rental side of things. Every single property, you know, that's a lot of rent that goes to the government. So that's a massive income stream. You've got EMS, we've got, you know, businesses that make an income. So I think fines isn't something that we as a state would be, relying on.
All right, yeah.
In regards to kind of like what we would do about them is DOJ, you know, PD and ourselves, we will work quite heavily on it. One of the major points we have is separation. I think at the moment, a major point is truckers. There are quite heavy fines that have been put in place due to, you know, trucking incidents. But I'm also aware that this is affecting, you know, your everyday person who, okay, might be going a little over in their standard private vehicle, but because of the commercial drivers are suffering fines. I spoke to someone who said they got fined $7,000, because, you know, whereas previously it would have been, you know, prior to, I think there was a change a couple of weeks ago, it would have been just a couple thousand.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I've been pulled over twice. I got let off with one, and the next thing I know, I'm being hit with a fucking $4,000 fine. So can you explain that when I'm not even doing the trucking job?
And so if you look at the manifesto post,
are you
posted,
able to explain that?
Yeah. So we, okay, to be very frank with you, we haven't decided any of the fines. The only people right now who've got any control over the fines is PD and the Supreme Judge. So in regards to that, we're not the ones that have set the fine to be that high. We did release a post this morning detailing that we intend to separate fines for both commercial and private use. So there will be a separate for those that are doing, you know, larger vehicles, and one of those that are just doing private vehicles, so that yourself and many others included, you know, for doing a much, you know, speeding a truck is completely different to speeding in a car, right? So we'll be working with DOJ and PD to try.
100, like, I mean, 100%. You're speeding with a 18-ton vehicle, what could easily end lives. But I believe your city police commissioner would like to say something as he had his hand up. I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Oh, no, I was just waving to say, hi, I increased those fines because you're all driving like fucking idiots.
I agree on that.
To agree with that.
I agree as well.
Okay, so plural on where all driving like idiots. So the people who aren't doing the trucking job, you're then counting us in that, right?
I mean, unfortunately, when people are driving 18-wheelers around and have the potential to kill people, something needs to be done about it.
Yeah, I know. On the way here, somebody borrowed the truck.
There you go.
All right, then is there not like a separate charge for that, or what? Are you just
not for the moment. I'm not here to add new charges. That would be something for DOJ.
Or
we work with the tools
everyone
we've
off
got.
one single thing?
We work with the tools we've got. I'm not here to add new charges. That'd be for DOJ.
If I may, I mean, regardless of what vehicle you're driving, speeding is still speeding regardless of the vehicle, right? When you're breaking the law, you should be held to the same standard as any other civilian. Especially like Harry just said, like there's no like direct conflict with DOJ right now that he's able to make these changes in this current moment in time. So at least from my party's opinion, that everyone should be held to the same standard.
Eduardo, I didn't know that you could hit that shit. Dude, I did not know that Eduardo could hit that shit.
Just because you're driving a car and they're driving an 18-wheeler, yes, you'll be held to the same standard as per the law.
Come on, Harvey.
All right, so say you're going 10 miles an hour over speed limit, which the speed limit is 40 miles an hour set. There and there.
In most areas.
Hey, based on roads. Check your GPS.
Yeah. Is that does that now justify being fined 4,000?
I mean, you want to be fined 4,000 for being 10 over.
Well, I mean, I was, and I've heard a lot. And I mean, a lot of people have been. So I'm here.
No, you weren't. I mean, listen.
It's possible to do both of the PD-related questions during this debate.
At the end of the day, this is about the parties, not about your charges, because you're upset you got fined $4,000. Just as a reminder for anyone here, if you are upset with any fines, you can take it to DOJ, and we will have an opportunity to deal with it that way.
Well, no, I just thought this would be a collective group thing. see what
These
goes
guys
on.
haven't been involved in it. At the end of the day, going forward, things like fines as well as charges would be discussed by all three pillars, i.e. the PD, the mayor, and DOJ.
So why do you think I'm asking this? Because you've just involved the mayor there.
They haven't been involved as of yet, so it's invalid. What I'm telling you is,
but I'm asking
no,
what
move away from the mic. At the end of the day,
Jack,
we need to be focused on the
Come on,
parties, and not because you're upset you got charged $4,000 because you were speeding.
Jack, come on.
Okay, Eduardo, you go.
I mean, I'm just asking questions what no one else will.
Hello.
Hello.
So I have a questions about car restocks and the dealerships and stuff. How frequently are like the prices gonna be checked for like classes, like S classes and stuff like that? And how frequently are restocks gonna be done?
Yeah, you're going to start. That's fine. When it comes to like at least my side of view, we haven't fully seen obviously anything systems in place. I personally will be assessing
everyone else
restocks, prices, and everything at least twice a week.
Like $4,000,
I want to find the perfect balance for not just price but also value for money.
Mark, I'm holding on to you.
Whether
Don't
like
let go.
one certain vehicle is very popular because maybe it, handles better in certain terrains, or it is better at taking corners, or has better brakes, like from stock, right? If it's being in a public opinion that one car is being abused by certain individuals, mainly criminals, then maybe we'll look at a price change for that certain vehicle or a less stock, just simply because if it is causing issues, then maybe we should back our police department in this situation and make assessments.
Well, he's one.
So, for example,
I want to say the other side as well.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, so obviously we have to look at a lot of factors when restocking vehicles. I think natural scarcity is obviously one of them. We can't stock a lot of one car just because a lot of people want one. There needs to be some type of second-hand car market, like obviously the other parties just mentioned as well. We cannot make any promises of what cars get restocked and how much they're going to be and all that sort of stuff. But what I will say is that over the past basically 9 months, I've been studying automotive quite a lot. I know a lot about vehicles,
waiting
I
to
know
the
what
back
they
of the
can and
queue
can't
to see
do.
what it
I
looks
also
like,
know what modifications, customizations, and all that sort of stuff most vehicles should or could have. So basically that same value for money.
Yes, I've got one more. I've got one
should
more.
be getting restocked.
Does anyone else got
I
any
think
questions?
definitely looking at the dealerships to make it fair for everybody.
Does anyone else
it
got
should
any
be
other
looked at a
questions
lot
to ask?
more often. Maybe not at a daily rate, but definitely like more than 2 times a week. Is something that we're going to be aiming at, just because it needs to be random. I don't want to revert to this restocks where everyone has to pull up at one time and just be lucky that they're going to be at the front of the row, or that the car is not sold out or not. It has to be to the point where it's fair odds for everybody, no matter who you are.
I think something just to note on that, which both parties may not know, is obviously, if you decide you want to go to the mayor and every single person in this room decides they want to go buy a Pegasi, then these guys are going to have to import Pegasis, and Pegasi may think, hey, there's a lot of demand, so they might start putting prices up, and these guys might have to reflect it as well. So you've got that angle to think about as well.
Okay, so my second part is, let's say I buy a car for a price, right? And the next week that same car is like brought down in price. Is there gonna be like compensation, or is it like I got scammed, like
Yeah.
From my side, our party, we will make sure that whatever price is listed is going to be an actual representative price that is good for the vehicle. Obviously, we're going to look at how many get sold. If we restock 2 of one vehicle and they do not get sold for the price that they're currently listed at, obviously we're going to look at different ways to probably lower the price. But if vehicles do get sold at a certain price, that means that they're worth a certain price for one or certain people. And eventually, if that let's say we stock 2 and one gets sold for that price and the other one does not sell, there could also be a potential refund on that other vehicle that's then still in stock. Obviously, like I said, we can't make any promises of what's actually going to happen, but obviously we're not going to try and scam people out of money and lower prices after they've bought it for more money.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page. I mean, certain vehicles will be purchased at certain prices by people with more money. People with less money obviously won't be able to afford certain things, and I don't feel like, from my party's point of view, we're going to be changing prices to lower when someone's already been buying. Like, if it is a fact of, say, only one person can afford a vehicle, and we do have often complaints in regards to pricing, then it can change. I'm not going to sit up here and make speculation and false promises to people. Obviously, this is why we're here. Again, the People's Party, because we're here for you guys, not for ourselves, not for our own benefit, but to make things smooth for the next couple of months and our first term. I'm just going to keep it simple and say we will do our best, keep things fair, and if things do need to change, we can always have discussions with certain individuals face to face.
Okay, thank you.
Hello. Mine's kind of a double-edged question, similar to Eduardo's as well. So mine's on more electric vehicles. When? Question mark. Would that be something you're thinking of looking into? And you're gonna love my second part of this question. You're gonna love the second part of that question. So yeah, I blew my legs up in a gas vehicle and I don't trust them, so I drive electric now, and there isn't very many of them. And I am a citizen. But I was also thinking eco-friendly on the PD force and PD electric vehicles for EMS and PD when. Consider your carbon footprint and all that. Yeah.
I like to kill polar bears when I turn my engine on.
Oh. That's
That is
depressing.
not
I'm
nice.
sorry to hear that.
That is not nice.
That's wild.
That is wild, yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
So yeah. Whichever part of what's happening.
If that's okay with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can start.
When it regards to police vehicles and EMS vehicles, right, we have to kind of think of the combat between civilian vehicles versus the said PD force, right? If the, say, handling or speeds are not going to match up fairly, will it be fair to force the PD into an eco-friendly kind of fleet, which won't be able to maintain the same expectations as their current fleet? And also, let's not forget that our current stock, neither party here has any say in what it is, right? We can absolutely 100% look into more electronic vehicles when we are in.
No, there is electrical vehicles there, but they're all unavailable.
Yeah, exactly right. But like when we get into power, we can absolutely look into that. That will be the first thing I sit down and do when we get, or if we get elected. Will be straight into vehicles. What can we get on the market? What can we get available to the people? Get a 50-50 split, nice and easy, and just see what happens with the general opinion. But I'm going to just emphasize within PD themselves, that will be a conversation between our party and Harry.
Chat, I think I've made up my mind.
In regards to their fleet.
Definitely made up my mind now.
I'm legal now, and from a criminal standpoint, they would need electric to combat electric as well.
That could be a possibility, but again, it depends on their fleet. We can have discussions when they have access to a full fleet. It will be one of those sit-down situations between the mayor party and also the police department themselves.
All right, I'll touch on this as well. Obviously, it's no good to have you in front of us. Sorry to hear about that accident, but I'm for my part, obviously as the Department of Transportation, hell yeah, of course we're going to be looking at electronic vehicles. We're going to be stocking them just as much as S-Class, just as much as S+. We're going to look at vehicles for all of the people, no matter if that's electric, if it's more of the I don't know, the little trucks with the off-road tires on it, or if it's more of the luxurious cars. At the end of the day, there should be a vehicle there for everybody. Like I said as well with the restock, there needs to be a variety. It shouldn't just be all Shinobis, all with the same, what was also pretty good, like the 10F. Like, of course, those cars are nice for some people to have, of course. And there's people who would like those cars. But there should be a higher variety that you can actually choose from vehicles, and it shouldn't just be, okay, well, this is the only one that's available. Let me just get that one. For PD and EMS vehicles, I think they should have a variety as well. No matter if it's electric, off-road, high-speed, detective, we will be looking at all of those aspects. The general point from our campaign is that we need to set a foundation. We can't do everything in one go. We can't make any promises because nobody knows. But we will set a nice foundation so that we will actually be looking at those options for the future.
Okay, thank you.
Are we there yet?
That's it. I don't know if Harry's on radio, but that's it.
Honestly, I was very disappointed in the idea of getting rid of V8s for some electric shitboxes, but it's okay.
Hey,
I am disappointed too.
Okay.
No,
We were just going to
get
import
fucked with your electric
some
shit. Give me fucking
hybrid,
V8.
a little
Fuck your electric.
shit boxes, and
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
Come on, pandas are better for real. Pandas.
Yeah, yeah.
Far,
Okay,
far.
listen.
They go up on water to put out when they're on fire.
I think closing statements from both sides. Anyone want to say anything, or any questions from both sides for the other party? Anything you want to raise? Anything you've been itching to ask the other party?
I'll let you lead on that, Nick.
You want to turn your microphone on?
Oh, yeah, I do apologize.
Don't do a Callahan. It's all good.
I don't have any questions. I would like the public to know that the past is in the past, and what happened in the past is done. Right? This is the present, and the future is upon us, and we need to vote carefully, considerately, and ultimately make the best decision that you feel is right.
Alrighty, I'll wrap it up. I just want to thank you all. I think it's been, was it about 3 hours now? So I do appreciate every single one of you who's spent your time here to listen. Thank you to my party members, but also thank you over to the People's Party as well for turning up. Maybe a little late, but we were there.
I will decide by way to all of them.
But no, I generally hope that everyone takes into consideration what they've heard today. The most important thing is that we lay the correct foundations, we have the correct policies and programs in order to ensure everything is done correctly. If that is the People's Party who end up doing it, I hope they really take it and do it well. Because the next election, when we win that, we need some solid foundations to go on. So thank you all for coming. Hopefully we've all convinced you today. And if you've got any questions, feel free to contact myself or anyone else from the party.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some food as well.
Okay. So, citizens, talking's done and microphones are turning off.
Jack, I need water.
Tonight,
watch.
you didn't just watch a debate, guys. You watched two very different blueprints for the future of this city.
We know where Seth is.
Over the next week or so, you're gonna see more obvious campaigning, maybe more debates, maybe more events from both parties, which we hope.
Vote for Nate.
So,
Vote for Nate.
for you guys, just remember, look into both parties, weigh up the pros and cons, because this is our future.
I remember now.
Stay safe, Los Santos. Choose wisely. Good night.
Thank you, Harry.
What you look like, you know? Vote for Nate, dude.
Well, alright, everybody's out here collecting numbers.
Do I have
Would
your
like to
number?
talk to us?
Right,
W numbers.
if you unlock the doors, Angel.
That Cranny guy was a captain way back when. The person who, like, he looked rough, he had blonde hair. His name was. A lot of captains I've seen, man. I've seen
Let's go.
I've been here way back when.
No, yeah, because I need to sort
You
some...
back here when
Where
we
the fuck have you gone?
Not him.
I need to sort some stuff before I go.
Okay.
Bald fella, yeah, bald fella. Did I? Yeah, I remember Holloway. Yeah, I remember Drew.
No, how about during that meeting in like the past? Exactly.
You don't.
Oh.
Yeah, don't talk in the line, Eduardo. No talking in the line.
It is 2-3.
Jenkins, how do you deal with this, man?
No one can get out of her.
Jenkins has the same form of fucking.
See, I know you guys are gonna get married.
They're basically kindred spirits.
Yeah, man.
Who the fuck is you?
They're kindred.
Are we getting our event jobs now, or are we getting them next time?
Excuse me, West Side 40 mob on the
Did anyone know where Seth?
the fuck out.
That's a good question. I've just asked as well.
This wasn't the best from both sides. Obviously,
I think I don't know if you want to know
your vote, but
they assume.
there is good debates, bad debates. But
Oh, meters drop, yeah.
I have a vivid. Yeah, no worries, buddy. Give me a.
Like,
Yeah.
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 You just walk up to her.
Oh wait. Yeah, okay, on a real note, I have a message to give to you by some crazy redhead bitch.
I'll give him a ring.
God. Oh no, you said red hair. Oh God, no.
Harry,
what's your
how's
IBAN?
detective doing? Oh right, never mind.
Oh, I got rid of it.
Detective doing after I,
Lost my father.
for that position at all.
I got rid of it.
Yeah, I figured.
Hey, Eric, can I get my position back, Staff Sergeant? I'll do better job than then.
Staff Sergeant? That hasn't been a rank in years.
Yeah, bro. Like 5 years.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, that's back.
You need to go back to training.
How long?
I'm trying to get Domino's pizza real
6,
quick. If
7
you guys
years.
see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's been a while.
Remember that one step?
Nope.
It's right here.
Shut up.
Larry,
Shut up. Shut up.
Brain rot.
Murphy, do you want to get some
cool?
Domino's pizza?
Vote for me because I'm cool.
I don't want pizza.
He's not cool, guys.
Is that
Don't
guy
trust
from
him. He's
Domino's
not
ever
cool.
arrived with that pizza?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. He never delivered my pizza.
Motherfucker.
Be fucking grateful. This day's
So what's happened to me, you pet panda?
You greedy fucks.
This debate cost me
very
around
hungry
6,
already,
7
didn't
years
you?
of my life.
If you were meant to become a chief detective, what happened?
Okay, Larry.
I was a
you're-
chief
you're
detective.
on.
Shut
He got pulled over in Toledo,
that's what
felony
happened.
speeding, and
I
then
see.
derailed.
He did actually.
Didn't you get fired as well?
But we can't.
And
do
how
that.
about we just tell everyone
we
about
get
how
onto
for the
the
6 months you fucked off,
Japanese
disappeared, and left me to
consulate,
run the
maybe they give
detective
us
division
one.
on my own,
That's the
and
way it
then
works.
took my rank
shit
away.
happened, bro.
You
Shit happened.
squealy little bitch.
Yeah, but who did this pizza?
Sorry, mate. There was a
He
better
gave us
person
this
candidate than you.
greasehole that got on his knees under his desk and fucking gave him
There was a better
1-2.
candidate. There was a better candidate at the time.
Hey man.
Hey, I guess
left
I
me
did
on
that
my
back
own
in
for
9 months.
Hey, listen. Who made it to
Shot some
commissioner?
bitch
No,
in
you.
the face with a shotgun.
God damn,
Harry.
I think.
Right.
I think
Well,
it's
Harry can say anything now.
Right.
He's only commissioner.
I don't know if that.
You think I don't read the
God,
IO? You got
I-
suspended?
He's
When
not
was this?
getting. He's not giving out
No.
jobs.
You shot Becky,
Is he
the
not?
old bitch, in the
People's
face.
questions.
Oh my God.
God damn.
That's what happened to Becky.
He just said to me, I don't know how serious it was, but I assume it was being quite serious at the moment.
Mistake started there.
You don't remember.
So whole lot of
Wait,
Wait, was he a
Well,
bit wider?
There was better detectives than you. Is all I gotta say.
Yeah, you shit
Damn.
detective.
Are you okay?
Hey Seth, a better detective than you was found.
Seth?
Low-key just bitched you.
Even I was better detective than Seth, bro.
Okay,
Just
you're
because you got
stepping a
detective,
little
you
too
got
far.
Detective 3.
You're stepping too far forward, Eduardo.
What do you mean, bro?
What are you looking at me like? You're looking at me real tense right now. Why are you looking at me so tense, boy?
Eduardo, you're too busy figuring out bombs coming down.
Oh
my God.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Eduardo was probably
hey, man.
too busy
You wanna-
telling
you wanna
people
do
to not
this, huh?
talk in a line.
Children.
I was
No,
busy
it's quite
scaring
rich.
people.
Okay, back to what I was supposed to hand you here. What's your IBAN real quick so I can give it to you?
Okay. Oh, whoa, fuck.
I was supposed to give an item to you. What's your IBAN
No,
real
just,
quick?
just, give it to closest.
Harry,
Oh, yeah.
Seth just abused
There
the
you
hell
go.
out of the Supreme Justice.
Some crazy redhead person. Said
That's
she
the
was
house.
drugs at her.
Oh, Harry, you have no idea how long I've been waiting to do that. I've been
Who's
waiting
throwing
years
crash out?
to do that.
Crash out?
Do you want one as well?
What the fuck did I do?
I'm on a high right now.
Oh my God, do it.
Can't bring me down.
So I do shit.
Trying to apply which.
That bloody metal army I adjusted it too much.
Watch out, I'm getting naked.
That's wild.
Yes.
Right, Seth.
Quick draw, quick draw. Quick draw.
He never got any higher rank in detective.
Quick draw.
He was always a crybaby.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Jack,
Now
kick
you
him in the
fall.
ball.
Tell me what kind of answer
Oh
you
my
want
God.
to your question.
Beat the
The whole
shit out
point
of
doing
your
it
own
after the debate is
employee.
that I can answer you thoroughly.
Okay.
Wow.
Seth, this
Wow.
is exactly
Put
why
some
you never
clothes
got a
on.
command position.
That was command.
This is the
bitch.
police department. Stop
Yeah, actually,
fighting.
he did.
Bitch.
He
That's
did.
Okay, I'm done.
why did detective crumble to die? Yeah, I wonder.
I have been assaulted.
I assaulted the police officer.
It was before Fox.
And before that, who was that?
Joshua. It was Joshua.
Oh gosh, that guy was crazy, bro.
That's one.
Listen, I have now released my grudge against you.
Fuck away from him.
Your grudge.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Let me put it to you this way, because I won't lie. Public speaking is not a strong suit.
Now it's
Honestly,
just
it is
riddled
one
up
of mine, as
by
everybody
everybody.
knows.
Oh my God.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Deserve chief detective.
John, do you need to go see the psychiatrist again about
Oh,
your
not again,
trauma?
not again, not again, not again. No.
Okay,
I'm gonna
give
take
me
the other
room.
eye, bitch.
Give me room.
Wait, what?
Bro.
Maybe Seth needs to see. Maybe Seth needs to see the psychiatrist.
Oh my god.
I'm too
What
far
just
gone.
happened?
I don't have any of my. I don't have any of my special bandages
what are we
to
doing?
get him up.
Oh yeah.
you can go.
Deacon Sweden.
Oh, my game.
So to say, I think
He's a
jobs
pretty
are
good guy.
at the moment, so I'm assuming the event's fully go live.
Okay, let's go.
I'll say Angel got hers today only because she had it, so she had access
you want
to
a
people.
So when if I change my job,
There's no way. There's
I'm assuming the one that you got might not be the exact role.
It's not.
Angel, he has a very good gift for you.
So I'm assuming you'll probably have to get rid of that job. Appreciate it for everyone that helped out today. Very much appreciated. But yeah, you guys are free to do what you want now.
Right, chat. Let me just come over a second. Chat, we're gonna call it here for today's stream. I want to thank you all for watching. We're not gonna continue today's stream. God, it's been going on for ages. We're gonna end it here. I think we're gonna raid anyone. Yeah, we're just gonna end it here, chat. I'll see you all again next time. You'll have a good one. Goodbye.